from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python. Grab what I like real fast, so until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
Hello, hello, and welcome to my Minor Matter. My name is Rick, and let's turn on the cameras. I might as well just bring in Maggie. Hey, Maggie.
Did you see me rocking out there?
Yeah, I see you light and clear. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Nice.
Feeling a lot better than I was, she says, coughing a guts.
Mm, I've been running around doing errands, and I was like, well, I don't know. Let's leave it up to Maggie if she wants to watch a movie or do a show. She said, do a show. So
Yeah,
here we are.
it's easier than typing, and I can actually have a conversation. I don't
Yeah,
like talking when a film and stuff is on because I'll be distracted.
yeah, we won't watch our movies. Yeah, we're always on muted,
Yeah,
and
I
we
know. I can't even concentrate on the chat that you guys have going on because I'm a senior and all that.
yeah, no, and it's like I feel like like when I do a show, I feel like the medicine gets into me a lot more,
Yeah,
and um, it's better experience for me. I already
yeah.
got my joint rolled up, and it's super beautiful. This is actually a sativa, and I ended up wanting to try this one. And the reason why is because they said it was supposed to be like energetic. You're supposed to get like more hype. I was like, how much more hype should I need? That I'm already hyped.
To bring me
And I
down.
don't drink coffee. I don't drink soda. I drink water, a lot of
Yeah.
water. And this here is it's called Green Diesel.
Oh wow.
and it's and it's supposed it has an instinct aroma. It has a citrus, tangy, fruity, like fruit smell to it. It also it's supposed to energize you and make you very alert. So
I'll have to
we'll
try
find
some of
out.
that from over there.
I'm not a big fan of sativas, but I said, let me give it a try. You know, what harm can it do? Make me more hyper than I am?
Yeah.
Great.
How's your visitors doing?
Um,
I've been watching. I've caught up. You've had a few visitors, haven't you?
where?
In your flat, spirit ones.
Oh yeah, they're here. They've been harassing and doing their things. I had one that actually wanted to pop up on my green screen earlier.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was like it was just this weird, like big ass globe right up here, and it
Yeah.
went like, down and then went back up. I was like, "You bastard! You should have done it when it was on film."
Oh yeah.
I was like, it's like you teasing me. Come stop teasing."
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's been a wild week. It was pretty unique week for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm trying to catch up, but I can't catch up on everything.
yeah. I try to do like yesterday's show was like 3 hours or so, 3.5, and I try to keep it to like that minimum 3 hour mark. But that's
Yeah. You
my
only come up.
minimum. People are like, "Holy shit, that's your minimum?" It's like,
Yeah.
man, you're a workhorse. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I could do an hour show, but then it's like, then
I've never
what?
seen you do an hour show, I don't
It's
think.
very rare. It's very rare.
Yeah.
I've done it, but it's very rare that I
Yeah.
do a 1 hour show.
Yeah. I mean, even when you're own, it's a great conversation, I have to say.
Yeah, I know. With all let's say with all the things that going on in the world, and that you have these newscasters, they only have like these a certain amount of time to get all the news out,
Yeah.
and then they constantly repeating themselves. Like the first hour, and then the second hour will be a repeat of the first hour, and then the third hour will be a repeat of the first hour, and a little bit
Yeah.
of the second hour. I'm like I stopped watching the news like
Oh, yeah.
long time ago,
Yeah.
and I get mine from independent news agencies better than the major media. I think that's what's hurting major media, and that's why they want to censor so much on YouTube. Is because they want to be the ones and to get the news from, and not just independent individuals. And
Yeah.
it's just here in the United States, we have as president, so the wants to do whatever and censor us and run this country like it's Cuba.
Yeah,
And
they've done it here.
yeah, they're doing it. Yeah,
It's everywhere, and they're doing it in Ireland. They're stamping down there. Look terrible.
yeah. And they say like rock the vote. Shit, I don't trust the vote.
No.
I don't trust it at all because you don't know what they're really doing once you pass that through that little scanner of theirs. If that scanner is
Yeah.
actually properly voting for what you put down for, so I don't trust it.
No. I haven't. No, I haven't trusted the voting system in years.
So that's why this last election I did not vote. The only election I'll vote is for the 2024 election in November, and that's it. I
Yeah.
don't vote on primaries. I don't vote on local municipalities. Like it's just a waste of time. I live in a democratic state.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens next year. I mean, I know next year is just going to be a horrible year as far as like war and talks of war and threats. It's just,
It's going to be a big year. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's just going to be a messy year. You
Yeah.
know, I just can't. And if this da gets voted in again,
I
oh,
can't see that happening.
I can't see it happening. If it happens,
See
I
that.
already know the system is already fixed and rigged, and there's nothing we can do about it. And one thing I got to say real quick is fuck you, YouTube. And on to the programming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust the mainstream media because they're constantly manipulating their stories, and then they don't get taken down. They don't get strikes. They don't get the threats that they give us. Like small YouTubers, they're constantly threatening us, constantly putting pressure on us. But then the mainstream media is doing worse and passing horrible propaganda, and yet nothing happens to them. I wonder.
Soon. I think the tables are turning. I really do.
I can't wait to like. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening. So the
Yeah.
next like year is just going to be a nightmare. But just try to make the best of your life, during next year. Even though everything's gonna turn to shit, but at least in that shit, a rainbow could come out, and that could
Yeah.
be you.
Yeah.
Because I don't see
Just,
it getting better.
no, just protect yourself from the hype. You have to.
Yeah, and enjoy life, and have fun and get out there and enjoy your life and get back to nature and do things that are gonna make you feel good.
Yeah.
That's gonna personally make you feel good. And don't worry about the world because the world is out of our hands for
Yeah.
sure. They say, well, you could change the world. Yeah, right. Change it for what? It's a
Yeah.
mess as it is. How much change you want? It hasn't gotten better since I've been alive, and I don't see it getting better. I see it getting worse. I feel like as technology is getting better, society is getting worse.
Something Mrs. Seven said in your chat yesterday about, I wonder if they said their life was better than this 1,000 years ago. I'm saying exactly what my grandparents said. My parents said, oh, things tasted better than this when I was
Yes,
young. I'm
yes.
doing exactly the same as they did. Oh, this
Food
was a lot better when I was a kid, and life was a lot better, and
and people
you
were
know,
more healthier,
yeah,
and the
my,
food tastes so much better.
yeah. Well, to be fair, my dad grew all our veg. None of us had shop bought veg, and the
Mm-hmm.
potatoes came straight from the farm. He grew all the rest.
Mm-hmm.
He had
Yeah.
3 allotments, so we had. Growing up all my life, I had organic food. So,
That's a great way to live life, to grow your
yeah.
own.
Well, he
To
was
be,
too tight to pay for housekeeping. He'd rather spend it in the pub.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I love the man to death. I really do.
and it's not as hard because you could grow your own potatoes, your tomatoes, your
Oh, he did.
peppers, your onions, your
And
carrots, all that stuff like lettuce. Like
I've
you
still
could.
got, yeah, heirloom chives in my garden that come from my dad's.
Hmm. Yeah, I got some. What do I have there? I have It's not oregano. Is it oregano?
Rosemary.
Yeah, it is oregano. I have oregano like on my table, and it's the
Yeah,
perfect lighting for it. So it's flourishing, and it looks so beautiful. I should take a picture and just
yeah,
show
you
you
should.
guys. Because
Yeah,
I have my money tree. My money tree is trying to grow out of this apartment because it's grown so big. It was so little when I got it. It was like literally like this little. It was just maybe like 8 inches tall.
yeah,
Now it's you see how high. I had a police officer come into my home of the day of the accident that happened,
yeah,
and she looked at my money tree. She's like, "Holy cow!" I was like, What happened?" She's like, "I have one." I go, "Have what?" She's like, "A money tree," and I'm looking at yours, and it's so beautiful and so big. And I was
yeah,
like, "Yeah," 'cause it was a female officer. I go,
yeah,
"Yeah." She's like, "What do you do to make it grow so beautiful like this? I've never seen one this big." I go, "Well, I give it enough water, and I give it a lot of love and care to it, and I the energy around me is just
yeah.
makes it grow." And she was like, "I can't believe I seen." Like, she took a picture of it. She's like, "This is amazing. This is like I." She was so into the plant. I was like, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate that." So I was like,
Can you
everyone
imagine?
that comes in here is amazed by it because it's just growing so tall. And I
Wow.
didn't know money trees get that big.
Well, it's funny because when I went out with my friend last week, we went to a garden centre because I love all the Christmas decorations. I'm like a
Mm,
2-year-old, and they're all set up and everything.
yeah, I love it.
We were looking at money plants, and she goes, "Mag, can you remember when we used to grow these back in the day?" I think I gave mine away. I took cuttings off it. It's weird, and now you're bringing up your money plant.
Mm-hmm. I have my money tree, and then it's so tall. I don't even know what I'm gonna do now because like it's getting to the top of my skylight, and in a year or so it's going to reach all the way to the top. For me it feels like, you remember that story, what
Triffy.
was the one with the beanstalk, Jack
Oh,
and the
Jack
Beanstalk?
Stalk. Yeah,
That's what I feel like what this tree is doing. It's becoming a beanstalk, and it's trying to reach all the way to new heights. I don't know what's the recorded height, like record for money trees. I
no,
would like to know,
yeah,
because I know mine's is not a record, but it's very tall.
yeah,
It's very tall, and it's super healthy. Super
yeah,
healthy. I've had it for, oh goodness, remember when I lived in the other apartment?
yeah.
Like, that's when I had it. So it was literally like about 5 years ago.
It's more than that, Rick.
Like 5, 6 years ago. Yeah, about
Yeah,
6 years. 6 years.
yeah,
I've had that tree.
yeah,
And then you see how big it is. It's like everyone that comes, they see it and they're like, wow,
yeah,
that's beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah. I love plants. I love plants ever since I was little.
I do that. I've just got a fascination with flowers and things.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Like, I remember helping my mom repot the plants.
Yeah,
So I was so little because I had little hands, of course. So I could get underneath easily and put the dirt in. And I used to put the little sticks for the food for the plant, and then you just put it in, and then you cover it with dirt, and then you put water on it.
yeah,
And the plant's super healthy, super nice, and they grow so bright and beautiful. My mama taught me that when I was little.
yeah. I
And
get me grandchildren to reseed, take the seed pods off. In fact, it's a thing with them. This one's ready, Nan, and it's not. It's green and not hard or anything. Yeah, California poppies. I have them all over my garden in spring and summer.
I say
Absolutely.
this: the next place where I move to will be my permanent home. It's
Yeah,
going to be a house. And I'm going
yeah,
to make sure I have enough land in the back to plant my own garden
yeah.
and also bonfire area. And of
Yeah,
course,
better.
I am going to have an area for my jacuzzi.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
I need to have one. I'm sorry, it's
Yeah,
just
they are cool. I mean,
they're very helpful.
yeah,
Um,
to
and
people
I,
like us, yeah, with arthritis and things, they are amazing. Just,
yeah, I want mine to be a below ground one. I don't want
yeah,
it to be above ground. I want it to be a below ground, and I want to be able to zip it up during the like fall time, so no leaves gets in it and so forth. And I
yeah,
have thoughts of how I want it, and I can see myself in a nice, beautiful house, and not too big, but not too little. Enough room
uh,
that I can have my
see,
studio also.
I just got a vision of a lit up pool that you
Hmm.
step down into with a blue cover. I don't know where the blue's coming into, but it had a blue cover, the one I saw. It's white inside with all lights bubbling away and a blue
Hmm.
cover.
Yeah, because I want to be able to zip it up and lock it, so that
Yeah,
way no accidents were to happen, or so forth like that. It's just
yeah,
for protection. Um,
yeah,
yeah, wrap it up. But I want to make sure I have a stream, like a water stream, like in the back, like
yeah,
of the property, so that way there's always free flowing water,
yeah.
and the energy you get from that too, it's amazing. Like,
It's the energies. It's
yeah,
just beautiful.
you can sit back there and just listen to the water trickle
Yeah,
down the stream, and you can meditate, and it'll be so peaceful.
yeah.
And I can see that in the future. Hopefully, I can get there.
Oh, I think you will.
I put my mind to it. I'll get there.
Yeah, it'll be
But
your retirement place because you'll never move again.
yeah, I'll never have to ever move. I thought from here that I'll be able to stay here, but I really would like a house
Yeah,
where I could just like I could have a basement, and then my
yeah,
basement I could probably do my show from, and it'll be amazing. I could put the washer and dryer down there too, and
yeah,
make it really cool, a cool place.
yeah. It'd be good.
But it's a good thing to always have dreams and ambition. You
And it
know,
keeps going. If you don't, it's,
it's like what you're living for.
yeah.
Yeah, it's having that ambition, having that drive, having the willpower, and then manifesting it too.
Yeah,
It's put your mind to it, and anything and everything is possible.
yeah. Pat used to say, "You're only here for a holiday, so have one."
Exactly.
Yeah,
And if you want one, two, three holidays, well, the more the merrier.
yeah. I know it's difficult for a lot of people. I know
Yeah,
it is.
because they have to pay bills, and they
Yeah,
stay strapped down because it's like the system has them,
yeah.
the system has them trapped, and the bills, and then like the responsibilities and all that stuff. And it's just how they're going to find time to do anything,
I
because they
know.
don't have the resources to get out or do anything. It's just, and I think that's what the system wants us. It wants us to struggle. It wants us to be dependent on them.
Yeah,
That's why when the government comes saying and knocking on your door, we're here to help, fucking leave the door locked and go back to your bed. Do not let them,
yeah.
don't open the door, please. It's like, and if you do open the door and they say, we're here to help, just shut that door, lock it, and just go away. Like, don't. You don't need it
Yeah.
because it's it's funny when like Reagan said that. Reagan, the president Reagan here in the 80s, he said that if the government comes knocking at your door, don't answer it because
Wow.
they're not really there to help because they're
Yeah.
opportunistics. And I've learned so much from that old man.
Yeah.
God rest his soul, right?
Yeah.
And his wife was adorable.
Yeah, she
Nancy.
was.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nancy was such an adorable first lady. She's one of the best first ladies this country has had, and she was really big with health and education. A lot of like fitness and so forth, and yeah, she's resting in peace also. And
Yep. So many
but the
of
way
them.
the country has changed, how times have changed all around from
I
the
think.
70s, 80s,
Oh,
90s,
yeah.
2000s.
Yeah.
It's just, we're 23 years into the 2000s, and what a roller coaster we have been on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You make
Real.
like, it's just unique. It's unique. The time is a very unique time we're living in, and I'm
It,
just looking forward to what's to come.
it's a show for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we're all in it. Whether you want to be in it or not, you're in it.
I feel
Unfortunately.
like to be honest with you, I feel like we're being punked.
Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah. I will agree with you there. 100%. What the ultimate goal is, I have no idea. But there's a genius psychopath at the top of it all.
Hmm.
An absolute someone that has got no humanity in it at all.
Yeah, well, I'm
Mind you,
just,
some humans haven't got humanity in them either.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's just,
hey, darling. And hey, Albie.
hello, chat room. Hello, Ali and Gigi. And like for some reason, Pope John Paul II came into my mind.
Oh, wow. I think he
That's like,
I think he blessed that painting, that picture of Jesus I've got up there.
yeah,
In,
because he came in like literally like John Paul II, like like his vision, like I just saw his face, and like he had his hand like this, like it was like, wow.
I just had major surgery the day he died. And I don't know why, what made me. I went down to pray for his soul because
Hmm.
it needed praying for his soul.
It's weird,
Not
right?
in this way. This was in the church, hospital chapel. I just did my own thing, um, for his soul. Because no matter how bad a person is, the
Mm-hmm.
soul needs, you know,
Because I remember, okay, since his vision came up, so let's talk about him. I
yeah.
remember, well, when I passed by, I remember in New Orleans just recently, they have a school that's called, well, I think it was in Mississippi. It was called John Paul II. I think it was a high school or a middle school.
It wouldn't surprise me.
And I was like, is that a religious school or a public school? I was just so curious because there's a sign up for it. I'm like,
Usually,
okay.
most of the saint ones here are Roman Catholic.
Hmm.
I mean, you know,
And then I remember back in the 80s, I was a youngling,
mm,
and I remember John Paul II coming to Miami. He
mm,
went to Miami, Florida, and did a whole like service. And on that day, it was raining, and for an instant, the sun broke out, and glared sunshine, but then the rain came back,
Mm.
and he still did his programming to
Yeah,
individuals there in Miami.
yeah. It is total programming. I
Let me see
mean,
what year was that. Let me find out.
them bar stools, that just their thrones alone could feed the world. I mean, I can't remember. I can remember as a kid having like um, people in Africa have got no water. The amount of money that must have been sent in since I was a kid, 50 odd years, they all should have ensuite bathrooms by now. That's just a little tiny bit. Where is all this monetary stuff? Because they used to stick an envelope in every family's face every week to put money in. Half of them didn't have 2 pennies to rub together, couldn't feed themselves, never mind putting money in for the church.
Mm-hmm.
My family was one of them.
Oh wow. You
So,
see, he came to Miami. Um, where I was at, it was raining. So he
yeah,
must have been another part of Miami where it wasn't raining, but because we were living more towards the north, and that probably was towards the south. But he went down to Miami, and like I said, I was a youngling at the time. Um,
I
and
understand now why they tried to shoot him and they ended up having to get a shotgun-proof boat mobile.
yeah, and and then the thing is that like back in those days, like religion was pretty strong,
You
especially
were
uh,
it, literally, and you had no choice in the matter. Literally,
hmm
family.
and this was the first time the Pope
Ooh,
was coming to the first visit, and he was welcomed to Miami, and President Reagan was there to welcome him
yeah.
to the United States and welcome to Florida.
Did you realise
And the fact that
you froze up? It's tampering.
oh, I did.
Yeah, machine
Ah,
are starting.
and you want to know when this happened? This
What?
happened on September 11, 1987.
Wow,
Mm-hmm. That
that's
was
the
wild.
yeah. That year was a wild year for me. I got married and had
Mm-hmm.
2 sons.
Mm-hmm. A lot of challenges in that year.
Yeah,
And and religion now, like it's not the same. It's like even the Pope now, like what is he doing? Does he ever does anything?
I don't
Because
know.
like
No,
nobody don't hear from him. We don't know what's going on with him. Last time I heard, he has surgery or something but I don't
I
think he's gonna live long anyways. And I
no.
think we passed the days of the last Pope,
Yeah,
and the prophecy on that.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. 100%.
I know this weekend is going to be very interesting. The sun is exposing a really big corona hole,
I seen that
um,
on your
that's
last
biggest
post.
I've ever seen. Yeah, and humanity is just like nah, 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 nah. I'm like you guys are just
They won't be like that when the internet and everything and the lights go out. To
oh
be
yeah, when the internet's gone and your cell phones are gone and your power is gone and you're back to the Stone Ages. Let's see if you could survive.
yep.
Meaning your credit cards are not gonna work.
No,
Your
nothing.
bank, you're not gonna be able to take out money from the bank. You're gonna be like everything's run on computers and pretty much technology. So
Won't have no
all that,
fresh water.
yeah,
For
no power.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have clean water. The water's gonna be contaminated.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to play Survivor? Because I don't.
My
No.
husband's set me up for that. We've got Calagas fires and Calagas, the canisters, camping stoves.
Yeah, me too. I have a whole case.
Yeah, the whole van. Yeah.
I got enough to last me like 6 months.
And he bought a generator, which would run a couple of the houses for a few days.
Yeah, what I need is like a way to convert um energy from like the sun, like solar power,
Solar, yeah.
and just get energy from the sun because the sun always provides energy every day. A rainy day and so forth, but there's still energy to be absorbed
Yeah.
even through a cloudy day.
I don't know whether it's showing up in the chat or not, but it's the tampering with you. You keep freezing.
Oh
You
yeah.
mentioned you mentioned that valuable word, sun.
Mm,
It's like
yeah.
that kind of advice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know. It's YouTube's been messing with me for the longest, so
I
doesn't
know. I
surprise.
still can't believe they're taking your videos down.
Oh, they still do almost every other day. The
Yeah,
medical misinformation, whatever. I'm like, yeah, keep following what the Bidens tells you. Keep following what Duttara is gonna, was telling you what to do because the lawsuits that are gonna come after. I don't know if YouTube is gonna be able to handle it because it's not just me. There's a lot of people
yeah, I
and
know. There's
a lot of pissed off people, and they all get together and get an attorney and file for a action lawsuit. I
yeah,
mean, it's gonna be taking a hit.
they're
So that,
losing a lot of people now. Anyway, people are just migrating elsewhere.
hmm yeah, and then what platform is good? You know what I mean? Because
I don't trust any of them. To be fair,
I don't trust none of them.
no.
And it's like YouTube. It's like dancing with the devil.
Yeah,
That's all. It's
yeah,
dancing with the devil. And I gonna continue doing what I'm doing, and then just keep moving forward.
yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna censor me. They'll censor me. They want to silence me. Good luck.
yeah, yeah.
you know, if my channel gets taken away from me, guess what? Life still moves on
And
with
there's
or
2.0.
without. You know what I mean?
You've
Yeah,
got
I got.
2.0 as
Yeah, I
well.
have a secondary channel, and if I find a new home on another platform, that's has not been developed yet, that will be coming out, that'll be better than YouTube, then you'll catch me there.
Yeah,
It's just I don't trust Rumble too much for some reason. It just gives me this vibes of not trusting.
mm,
And the other one is Odyssey. That one just has a lot of problems. And I wish they would listen and then get proper programmers to run better codes because it's like their platform could be so competitive towards YouTube, but it seems like they've been infiltrated by the wrong type of people and just messed up the fucking platform, and it's just not reliable, and it's too difficult to you have to go through more processes like processing their codes and so forth, like for StreamYard. For me to broadcast through StreamYard onto Odyssey, I need like the webinar key and I need this other thing,
oh
and then
no, I'd be
I
lost
gotta
now.
I gotta
Yeah,
run all these hoops and hurdles just to broadcast a show.
yeah, no,
And the same thing with Rumble too. It's like you gotta jump hoops and hurdles, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm not trying to jump hoops and hurdles at the moment. It's like
yeah,
once you get your shit, you know, much better, then I'll give you a chance then. But for right now, Odyssey, get your shit together.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm old hat. I used to like the old Yahoo Messenger and that. Talking about that, is
Hmm.
Doc okay? Has Doc been about? I haven't seen him, or I might have missed him, or not got
I think
notification.
he should be fine. I mean, his birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I'm not sure. I got too much on my plate to worry about too many people. I'm like, fuck.
I know. I know.
You know, I was like, how old are you? And when are you going to start getting your shit together?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
I'm, I'm 43 going on 44, and I'm still trying to get, like, I'm trying to show people the possibilities and what you can do in life when you have your shit together. But I just feel like people don't, I don't know, they don't get it.
They will. People have to grow in their own time.
Yeah, they
What
have to.
my mother-in-law, because me and Darren had have the conversation about our kids, and she'd always say, "You can't put an old head on young shoulders. It don't work."
Hmm. Hmm.
She was a great woman. I've had some great women in my life, to be fair. Yeah,
Right. It's like, I just feel like I try to lead by example and just show them,
yeah,
like, you could do so much fun things if you do certain things right. But if
yeah.
you keep falling into this pit and then you keep falling into this, like, all this negativity energy is gonna follow you.
It does,
What you gotta
and
do is you gotta put your foot down.
it's like walking around with a cloud that's raining all the time on top of your head.
Yeah. And it's like you gotta, like, enough is enough and put a stop to
Yeah.
it.
Just
And
as an example, me and Ellen didn't have a lot when we were, both young, married with kids. But we'd walk into town, window shop with the kids, probably get them a treat or something, and walk back. For one, it knackered. We got the exercise. It knackered our 5 children under the age of 3 that we had between us.
mm,
Yeah, shattered them out, the ones that could walk or us pushing the pushchair. And then we could relax and have a cup of tea. And them moments are precious. And when we got older, we'd just bugger off somewhere in the car. And
mhm,
luckily, I've got a great husband who let me do that. But he knew Ellen before I did, although we didn't know until we met again. He went to
mhm.
school with us, so
Okay.
yeah, we went to the same school.
That is so cool.
Yeah, the similar, the coincidences between our families was just unreal. Even when I got to know Pat after Helen had died, it was just unreal where they lived, and we were right nearby. And my dad's favourite, Masonic club that's still there to this day. It's called the Everton Club, and I had no idea about all the stuff until learning off everybody, listening to people on here and listening to Darren about Masonic places. But it was a men's only club. Women weren't allowed at all. And then they changed it where women were allowed in the lounge, but only on a Sunday night. I
Yeah.
hated that place with a passion. Hated
Mm,
the odd time that we end all a Christmas party or something like that where the family was allowed in. But thinking back, they'd all got businesses and stuff. It
mhm,
was, yeah, weird how you don't understand what's going on around you till very late on in life, and then um, bits and pieces just go, aha. So that's what that place was about then.
mhm. Just makes life very interesting,
Yeah,
especially those clubs, because I seen them around here too. There's one around here, not too
yeah,
far, and it's like I don't see myself going in there.
Well, this one's run to the ground now. It's absolutely run to the ground, yeah. Because all
It's
the
just,
old cats, they've all died off, you see. They've all gone.
Mhm. Yeah, it's just I don't know those. I don't know. I've never been part of a club or anything like that. It's like I always kept to myself. Like when I
Yeah.
was little, I used to love going to a library. That was my favorite thing to do.
Oh, me, I was always buried in books, comics.
Hmm.
And I was friends with the daughter of the well, the granddaughter first. And when the grandparents died, her dad took over. So I got to see a lot of books. My first job was a newsagent's manageress for 8 years. So books, magazines, I could lay my hands on anything I liked, apart from the newspapers. You ended up black. But
Mm.
yeah, books has always been a thing for me as well. Old
Yeah,
life.
I used to love this library in Miami that I used
Yeah,
to go, and it was like a 3-story like library, and it wasn't that big, but it was big enough for me as a youngling.
yeah,
And they used to have like during the summer, I remember they used to have special readers. They used to come in and read. It was no trannies, it was no drag queens, so we didn't have that shit back then.
no,
You know, we had regular people, normal people come
yeah,
in. Sometimes it'll be a celebrity, and they'll come and read to us, and it was
yeah,
always cool. And I remember that. It's a summer event. I used to love it in there because like it was so hot outside. It was like literally like 95, 96, 98 degrees Fahrenheit. And like by the time I got to the library, I was just drink a lot of water and enjoy that AC that they had. That AC, they had really good AC.
yeah. Bless you.
We used to
It was
sit
worth
on,
it.
yeah, we used to sit on these bean bags and read books. We would pick out books and just sit there and just read them.
Yeah,
And if you passed out and fell asleep, well, that was part of the gig. They let you sleep, and yeah, it was just
cool.
yeah. They would even pass us out lunch too. They would give us the kids that were there. They knew how many kids because they do a count, and they would bring in lunch, and everyone get like a little sandwich, chips, and a drink.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I
now
can't
they don't do that
do
shit.
that yet, no. Unless you
No.
were on a school trip or something.
Yeah, no. That's why I love the public library system down in South Florida, like the Miami public system. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. That one that Moontown was on about that's in Amsterdam sounds cool.
Yeah, she was telling us about it. It was like I want to check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I think
It
it'd be a
sounds
nice, a nice to get out and do something like that. And
yeah.
like, there's so many things I would like to do while I'm there. It's
Yeah.
like not only me,
Yeah.
but you and everybody else. It's like we have to get together and then do an itinerary. And
Yeah. Because yeah, that adventure park, whether that's near enough to do as well. But then there's
park
something else, the
that park
coffee
was
shop.
beautiful. That park was beautiful.
Yeah. It's like my ideal place to go and just chill.
I can I can imagine around August time how it would be because it'll still be like nice, and
Nice and warm, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good month.
I definitely want to check it out too. Because he posted all his pictures on Discord and videos, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, I wish I was there.
I'd
It's
be
like
there.
we're all doing things. We're all
Yeah.
doing things that we wish we were there doing too.
Yeah.
It's like she shows off the Neverland. So I'm like, wow. And then like I do my thing, and I go like Niagara Falls, or I'll go to like I just went
Yeah,
to New Orleans, and then I went to Pensacola, Florida, and
yeah,
Mobile, Alabama, and Biloxi, Mississippi.
yeah. Went on one of them boats. I can't believe it.
Yeah, the USS
Them ones with the big.
Alabama,
Yeah,
the USS Alabama.
yeah,
That ship was huge.
yeah. I
That
can imagine. Well,
so many levels.
yeah. I've only ever seen it on kind of movies, in this
Yeah,
country, and to actually visually see someone actually on one was amazing.
yeah,
Someone,
I went up on it, and I was just like, it was my first time being on a ship, like one of
yeah,
those, a freaking battleship, and you see
yeah.
the guns on that thing. I was like, whoa,
I know.
who in the like, what mind, like, was so in tune to create something this huge, to know where each bolt, each wire, each everything that is placed is like where it needs to be. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just that how those minds work. That's why I wonder.
I don't know how people come up with ideas.
I don't know how, like, and you see the details and all on the stuff,
Yeah,
like the captain's quarters and everything, and how he steers the ship, and and commands the ship and so forth, and the battle areas. It's just,
it's
who
all right.
thinks
My
of
ring
it?
come flying off.
What happened?
My ring. It's got forget me nots and in like the figure of eight.
Mm,
It's just come flying off. I usually twiddle with it. I'm a fiddler. I am.
okay.
you, you know how you were on about you like a sloppy fish in bed with the restless legs. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That
I usually
ring.
do that with my wand. I start fiddling with it and start holding it with my hand. I usually have it down here, and I'm doing that, but it's because I'm holding
Yeah,
on, because I
it's,
feel like to release some of the energy from within. Because
yeah.
this fucking medicine is energetic. Fucking shit. I don't like it. I'm very hype as it is. I don't need to be like extreme hype. Like,
Yeah,
no, no. That's
and
why
you were,
I grab my wand, and I start like putting my energy towards it, and just like grabbing it, and forcing this into my hand. So the pain, it feels like pain. So that means like
yeah,
nervous system could go there, and
yeah, direct the energy elsewhere. Yeah, I get you.
mhm, yeah, like redirecting energy.
Yeah. I remembered why I took my serpent ring off. I put it in my special shell now, with all my little special
Mm.
crystals and stuff. Because I used to wear it on my thumb. It's a symbol for Mr. and Mrs. Seven because I want them to get together, to be actually
They
what's
need
it?
to.
Yeah.
Shit. The immigrants get there more faster than doing legit.
I tell you what, it's me brother's wife. She gets here on the 17th, I think it has. But it's cost them an arm and an absolute leg. And she's not some young buyer bride thing either. She's 49. She's
Hmm.
just a 5 years difference between her and my brother. They've been
Hmm.
together 6 years, but married. Well, they got married, so she could come here. She's going to do it again. But that's my intention. It goes in with all my bits, my little shells, and what the kids have bought me and stuff. But I kept catching my nose on it because I'm a terrible swine for doing this. My nose gets itchy.
Oh boy.
Go the goosey's itchy nose thing.
Hmm.
And I wondered why I'd not wore it because I'd had loads of compliments when I'd been wearing it before. And that was why, because I started doing it again and I kept catching my nose.
Wow.
So the intention is still, it's always been there and it's still there. It's hard going.
I can
You know?
feel it.
Yeah. Nobody should be apart when they need to be together.
I don't know why Helen's name came out screaming in my head.
Because, again, same situation I told you about. Daughter's going through stuff. I've been on the phone with her today.
Mm,
She's been crying out for a mum. And her nan's gone now as well. So the next port in call is me.
mm. Yeah, because her name just like screamed out so loud in my head. It was like Helen. It was like,
Oh, that little shell I picked up as well. She gave me that because if anybody ever went away, I always asked them to get me a stone or a shell, or did not to buy anything, just pick me a piece of wherever they were at, so I could feel the energy kind of thing, if you know,
mm,
you know what I mean, feeling the
uh,
energy of that place, so you get it.
yeah.
So there's that as well.
Mine is on my desk here
Yeah,
somewhere around.
I've got a
I have
box
mine. I
underneath.
have the shell, the seashell over here. That
Yeah.
seashell, I got it from Bonita Springs, Florida. It was the park, the beach was called Lovers Key Beach.
Oh,
It got
wow.
destroyed by the last hurricane that went by there. Uh,
Oh,
um, that is okay. I have fond memories of the
yeah,
place,
you've got
and
a piece of it still.
yeah, I got the
Yeah.
shell that's right up here, the seashell in front of the house. I got it from there, and then I have my rock that I also got from the beach there. So I have memories.
Yeah.
Uh, I remember I saw my first like dolphin um out in the water out there, and they were playing in the water, and there was like a pod of dolphins.
Isn't
So
it the most amazing thing you could ever see in real life? I got to do it this year, and I
yeah,
put videos on my channel. Like, I never took them. I was stood holding on the bar because I was right at the front. The
yeah,
bloke we'd bought the tickets off said, make sure you're on the lower deck. Well, we thought underneath where the glass bottom boat bit was. I went
uh,
down there for a minute and then went back upstairs. Because it's funny, people go up on the top deck and fight for the seats. I thought, for God's sakes, what's the
wow.
point? So I was at the front anyway, right at the
Mhm.
I could see, yeah, there was a mum, dad, and baby intertwining. Oh, it's just magical. To me, they look grey when they're in captivity. These, because they were in the wild, look like a fawny grey, not
Mhm.
grey like you see
Uh-huh.
when you see them
Yeah,
in.
they're like a lighter gray
Yeah,
color.
yeah.
'Cause I when I remember when I saw them in the water. Well, they're in the Gulf of Mexico because that's the side of the beach where I was at in Lovers Key Beach, and I remember seeing the pod of dolphins coming across. There had to have been about like 7 or 8 of them in the
Yeah,
group, and you would
yeah,
see them jumping up out of the water and
yeah.
going into the water, and I always learned that if you have dolphins around, there's no sharks because
Oh,
sharks are, yeah, they don't want to mess with dolphin kills sharks.
never knew that.
Yeah, the sharks don't they don't like dolphins.
What?
I That's the biggest fear of a shark is a dolphin.
I didn't know that they're just such I've had a thing about dolphins, well, forever. I think everybody does, but it might have been since that program, Flipper. Was it Flipper?
Oh yes, I remember Flipper. They filmed that at the dolphin where I think it was in the Miami Seaquarium. I
Oh,
think they
wow.
filmed Flipper from, and I was in Miami. I seen Flipper, the dolphin himself. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it could have been something to do with that as a child. I don't know, but I always wanted to see a real one, and I got to
Mm,
see it when I was 60.
wow. Let's
So
say,
never give up, folks.
yeah, don't give up.
Don't
Hey,
give
what's
up.
up? How you
Dreams.
doing, Eric? How you doing,
Hey,
brother? Yeah. Is we're
Yeah,
here reminiscing and talking about dolphins, Eric. So we're having a great day.
yeah,
If we could smoke our medicine and talk
yeah,
about fucking dolphins, we're having a great Friday.
yeah,
We're having a good time.
yeah.
And
There's a lot of people that are not, and I know they're not, but I wish them all the best. I really do.
yeah, and dolphins, they're cousins. They're literally our cousins.
Yeah, genius and all.
Very
And
smart. I think they're smarter than humans.
yeah, yeah,
They are. And they're clever, they're sneaky, they are loving and yet
yeah.
could be vicious. They can
It,
be vicious.
yeah.
Um but yeah.
Just to see him in real life was amazing. I'll never
Mhm.
forget.
I remember the first time I saw my first dolphin was at the Miami Aquarium,
Yeah,
and that it's a small park. It's not that big, and the tanks are not even that big. So I really felt bad for the dolphins because
yeah,
it's like they're really in captivity. They're more like in jail.
yeah,
Um, but that's where I saw my first dolphin was there,
yeah,
and there were just I don't know. There were it was just like a circus. It's just they're there for entertainment purpose only.
yeah.
They're not. It's not there for educational programming because they make them do all these
Stupid
things and
stuff.
force
Yeah,
them to do these weird things and that they normally don't really do in the wild.
no,
Sometimes it's forced upon them because if they don't do the trick, they don't get food,
yeah.
and then they go into a pen hungry,
I
and
think
that's how
that.
they get them. That's how they train them.
Yeah, I know. It's
Food
just.
like food deprived.
It's. I can remember it back. Someone mentioned it recently about them trying to get them pandas to mate. It was a big thing on telly. I can't remember Chinese.
Oh, I remember that. I
Yeah,
was like,
oh, poor fucking pandas.
what's the name of the pandas? It was like Lulu or something, or
Yeah, I can't remember. I just remember him making a big deal out, and I felt so sorry for him.
Mm,
Who wants to show what they do in private to the world? Not even animals. Well,
it's
some.
weird. It's so weird. I don't know. It's like a fetish, or I guess.
Yeah,
Some people really get off on that,
yeah.
but
Everyone
yeah,
to their own. They don't need to broadcast it and program it into our minds. Thank you very much.
yeah. I remember seeing my first sea cow in person, which was the manatees.
Yeah, I've never seen one. They're
Oh,
yeah,
they are so like super majestic. That's the
yeah,
word I would use. They are so beautiful. They're so big and round, and it's like they're so cute. They're so cute, and all they're doing, they're grazing and
yeah.
eating and just hanging out. They're so slow paced. But let me tell you something. I saw the manatees mating, and there was one girl and like literally I want to say like eight other manatees trying to get on her, and
Wow.
they were bashing all over the place. And I go this was at the same beach, at Lover Key Beach.
Yeah,
So there was a life no, it wasn't a lifeguard. It was I think it was a biologist or one of those guys. And I go, what's going on here? That shit scared the fuck out of me. He's like, oh yeah, they're getting it on. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, there's like one female there, and there's like eight other males that are trying to get to the female because they're in heat. Like she's in heat, and all the manatees are fighting to get on top of her to get on her.
wow.
And I was like, are you kidding me? I have this vision in my head, and I see them
Yeah,
bashing all over the place, and it's like a fight, like the fight of
yeah,
the fittest. and the one that wins out gets to mate.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Experience.
and the weird part was they were in the Gulf of Mexico doing it. Yeah, in the salt water. I didn't know manatees were like, and they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, they go in the salt water from time to time, but they venture back and they be in the canals and so forth. And I was like, that's very unique
Yeah.
because I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that either.
Hmm. It's like the alligators too and crocodiles. Sometimes they go out in the salt water and they usually go because they want to lay
Egypt.
out on the beach. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And there was a gator that came out of the water down in South Florida,
Yeah.
and people had to like run out and be like, "Get out of his way!"
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just
Mind
they
you,
were
did
here.
you see a shark and all when you were on that pier? There was a shark in the sea as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. There was a shark
Yeah.
in the water, and also sea turtles.
Yeah, that's right. There was loads. Yeah.
There was a sea turtle, and I saw the shark. I was like, nope, I am not going in that water because it's nice and cold. The water.
Yeah.
And like sharks are really opportunistic. They take
Yeah.
advantage of what's given to them, and there's someone in the water. They say, "Oh, they don't like humans. They don't like." Yeah, all right. When you're hungry, you eat shit. It's like there's people out there that's starving every day here, and they fight for food. And you don't think a shark is gonna be like, oh, because I don't like him, I'm not gonna eat him? Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
There was this one shark that killed a lady down in the Bahamas. She was 44 years old out of Massachusetts, and it was in the news. And I saw a picture of her. I was like, wow. And she got chewed up in the Bahamas, and she died in the Bahamas. And that was just like 2 weeks ago. And they
Wow.
say, oh, it's not known for sharks to attack in the Bahamas. Well, let me tell you something. When sharks are hungry and they're desperate,
Yeah.
they're going to go into places they've never been.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
it's
like we've got parakeets in London now, in the trees in London, in this country.
oh, I heard a story. Listen to
Yeah.
this. Out in the west of West Coast over in the United States, like Oregon, Washington, California, those parts.
Yeah.
They are allowing individuals to hunt owls.
What?
Yes, and they want to eliminate over 500,000 owls.
That's sick.
Mm-hmm. No, they're saying because the owls are hurting other like different like the agriculture. There's just the protective animals and protected like species and stuff are being
What? Neat,
killed.
that's nice.
Yeah, and they are finding that the owls are migrating to other areas that are endangering their species out there. So, and to solve this problem, they want to kill over 500,000 owls.
Wow.
That's crazy.
This world's gone tits up. I'm sorry, but it is. It's just tits up.
It's like owls are so freaking cool, and they do help out with the rodent problems.
Yeah.
But it's like now you're gonna get people go out there and start killing owls.
That's
Like
sacrilege.
that's crazy. Yeah, it's sick.
Oh. Yeah, it is sick. Extremely.
No, I was like, I saw that report. I was like, what the? That is wild. I can't even harm one owl. How the hell do you
No,
want us to kill 500,000 of them?
I've held one in my arms. I've got a photo somewhere.
Mm,
Mrs. Pothead, her name was.
mm.
That's what we nicknamed her, because she'd nod her head like that to the side and nudge you. Then I went back because Helen worked at a bird of prey sanctuary, so I got to fly birds and everything. It was amazing. Way to go, Rick.
Mhm.
But I went back again because it was the last place she worked at was Beale near Holy Island, which is quite a famous place on the northeast coast. Lindisfarne, I bet you've heard of it. Is it Lindisfarne? Holy Island, anyway. And she worked at a bird of prey sanctuary, and then the bird of prey sanctuary moved to Haggerston Castle. Didn't get to see it when we went up, not last year. Yeah, last year. Me and Pat and John and went up to meet all the family and all the grandkids, but Pat got ill, so we were stuck in the caravan, which sounds like a tiny. These are big caravans. It's like a mobile home place. So I didn't get to go back to the bird of prey sanctuary, but yeah, I've had some really good experiences. Really.
I like those like the botanicals, like when it's like, let's say the butterflies, like they have the butterfly world down in South Florida, and
Oh yeah, I
it's a
bet that's
botanical, but it have like the plants, and then they have
yeah,
like butterflies, and it's just so beautiful.
yeah. We went to one in Wales. I can't remember what it's called, but they've got one down south called the Eden Project, and it's like 3 big domes, and they've got all tropical gardens in there, butterfly garden, everything you can think of. Near Newquay, it is, because we were going to go and we didn't get a chance. Can't remember why. Way back when. But yeah, I love that type of place as well.
I think this is making me feel like going back to Miami,
Yeah.
because like one of my favorite places that I love to go when I'm in Miami is, back in my days, this is back in the 80s, it used to be
Yeah.
called the Miami Metro Zoo. But now they changed it, and now they call it Zoo Miami
Oh, great.
instead of Miami Zoo, or no, they go Zoo Miami. So whatever it is a zoo there,
Yeah.
and it's one of a really big zoo. The only problem is in the summertime, it's like hell there.
Yeah.
It's so hot, and you never know if you're gonna catch a thunderstorm or what. And when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
Um, I would like to go maybe in a springtime to go to Miami and
Yeah.
go to that zoo and then show you guys, like,
That'd be great. Yeah.
take the trolley tour and sit in the trolley, and they show us like all the animals.
That'd be great. Yeah.
I think I want to do that. Like you
Yeah.
could even the cool part about that zoo is like you could rent out these bikes where you can have 2-seaters or 4-seaters,
Oh,
and
wow.
you could all ride the bike and see the animals, because it's a big
Yeah.
park.
Yeah.
They rent them out. And I think they have a lot of bikes for sure. And every time I went, I always rented the bike because it was so much easier to paddle and look at the animals, and
Steamboat.
everyone could participate in pedaling together. So
Yeah.
it was a group of 4 of us. Like it was cool because we all pedal, and it made it easier to, like, if I
Yeah.
was the driver, so I'm in control of the steering, and then everybody is pedaling. So it was, you get through the park faster. But that park is really, really, really big. That zoo is a big zoo. Like they have a lot of land, a lot of territory, and beautiful elephants, beautiful giraffes. I mean, they have so many I think I want to go back. I
Yeah.
think upcoming year 2024, I'm going back to
Yeah.
Miami. Going going back home. Going back to my birth city, Miami, Florida.
Hey, Mrs. Seven.
Hello, Mr. Seven.
Rick's Miami Vice.
Yeah, I'm going back to Miami. I think I'm gonna go back to Miami. It's just because it's my birth. That's where I was born. You
Yeah.
know, I was born in Miami, and I spent a lot of years of my life there. Like majority of my life, I spent
Yeah.
there and I think going back to that zoo and maybe like going to Key West would be cool. And staying a night in Key West, maybe a night or two in Key West, and go to Duval Street, and then go to the little White House where former presidents used to go and gamble, where they were not supposed to gamble because but they still did. They were really sneaky about it, and take that tour because that tour is really cool. I really like it. I know where it's at, and I might do that this year. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I want to go to Key West,
Yeah.
so they'll be part of my Miami trip because it takes about 3 hours, about 2.5, 3 hours to get to from the mainland to Key West. Because you got to go slow in some areas. You literally have to follow the speed because there is
Yeah.
police officers that will pull you over and give you a not so happy ticket.
Yeah.
So you gotta, when it says 35, you're going 35. You're not, and you gotta respect the little islands that you're crossing because there's so many islands. And then you got the 7 Mile Bridge, which is pretty iconic. So yeah, that gives me something to plan for next year. That'll
As
be a
if you
cool trip.
oh, yeah. You've done an awful lot in the last few months. You should be proud.
Yeah,
You really
yeah.
are.
And I'm gonna keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well,
stopping.
yeah. You only live once.
But
You really do.
live ones, and it's I'm retired. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. You
Yeah.
know, come on here, run a show, be entertained, entertain everybody. And everyone gets to share their thoughts, and it's helping because you release all that energy for what you have trapped from within. So it's a very helpful show.
Yeah. I don't know how very helpful I am sometimes, but yeah. I
A lot of,
enjoy that.
a lot of people tend to help themselves,
Yeah.
and that's okay too. you
Yeah.
know. But I try to be there for everyone.
I know you do. I know you do. You've been doing it for a long time. A lot of people do.
Oh yeah, very long time. And
Yeah.
every show is very consistent. Every show is different. Every show
Oh,
is
I tell you what,
entertaining.
I was killing myself when I saw Paula's T-shirt. I think it's the best thing ever. Absolutely think it's the best thing ever. I really do.
Like the front of the shirt
Yeah,
was
the
all
T yeah, it's absolutely awesome. Yeah.
the definition of Paula mode.
Oh, yeah. I'd wear that myself.
Yeah, it's when Paula goes batshit
Like,
crazy on your ass.
that's my mate. That's
Yeah,
Paula.
yeah. And I used I was trying to embed the bat because she's really it's a meaning
Yeah,
it's an internal thing that we know, and I that's
yeah,
why I
she's
put
not
that.
all about the raw. A lot of people think she's all about the raw, but there's another side to Paula as well.
Mhm.
She's more deep.
Yeah, and it's just
but it's perfect. That
Yeah, it's
t-shirt,
perfect.
perfect. It really is.
Mm-hmm. And she's strong energy for sure.
Yeah. Well, she's had to be. She wouldn't be alive now if she hadn't been.
Yeah, she learned through her life, you know.
Yeah.
It's like,
Life lessons,
yeah,
unfortunately.
hard lessons, life lessons, and
She should give herself a pat on the back. A lot
yeah,
of people have made it. We all should give each other a pat on the back.
yeah.
Because no
She,
matter who you are, you've gone through something.
mm-hmm. Each one of us,
Yeah.
you know, our stories are different, our
Yeah.
locations are different,
Yeah.
but guess what? We're here together.
Mm.
So it's
Yeah.
like it brought us to this point here.
Yeah, it did. And I'm happy to be in this point at the moment.
Mm-hmm. It's helpful.
Yeah, it is for me because I can't get out like I used to. So it's a form of socializing, if you like. I don't
Yeah.
know. And it is. It helps you have a chat. I've got Darren. Don't get me wrong. I've got Darren.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we've all got partners. It's nice to have conversations with other people as well
Mm-hmm.
outside of that
Mm-hmm.
in
Because
a
it's
safe
good.
place.
Yeah, it's good to, like I said, it's good to talk out. There's
Yeah.
certain things you can't sit there and talk to Darren all about. You're gonna drive him crazy.
Oh, I do that.
He's like, honey, you're driving me crazy. You're talking too much.
If ever I mention YouTube, I mean, before this, ever, because I've been doing this now for nearly 6 years. If anybody comes in and says, I'd be going, I'm going live, and he'd be going, don't ask, don't.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't ask. You won't understand what she's on about, who she's on about, or anything. Just don't ask anything. Switch off.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, because I'd be talking about anybody or anything to him, and they're just a name, you know.
Mhm.
You've no idea who I'm on about or anything.
Right. And
I mean, knows you, of course, you know.
and that's what creeps me out about technology.
Yeah,
About, like, I remember, like you remember too, as a youngling, like we had the rotary phone,
yeah.
the ch, ch,
Well, that's if
we
you were lucky. If you didn't
yeah,
have to go to the phone box.
yeah, the phone box too, and that was rotary too. So don't
Yeah,
get it twisted. That was rotary too. And if you fucked up with the number, you
you
fucked up.
had it.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
your 2 pence was gone. I think I looked in one. There's one in town, and I think it's about 50p or something just to get connected. What was that number you could read? Is it 141 or something? Then dial the number and they had to call collect.
Yeah, like a collect call. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah,
like a collect call too. And then
yeah.
you,
Such and such
do
is
you
trying
do you accept the charges?
yeah,
And then
yeah,
the person on the other end is like, fuck. Okay.
yeah.
Like I
Oh,
remember my mom used to bitch about when her mom used to call her collect
yeah,
because like she's got to pay the bill on it. And she was like, damn. It's like I'm only picking it up because that's my mother. I was like, damn. If she
yeah,
knew what you said before you picked up,
yeah,
she's gonna curse you out. Like she's gonna say,
yeah.
"Cabrona." Like,
And
yeah, it's just
not
no.
everybody had a phone back then, so you had to go and walk to your friend's house and knock
Mhm.
on the door to see if they were in.
We were lucky. We were lucky. We had like the rotary phone. I'll never forget it. It was
Yeah,
like it was so old school,
I
super
still
old
got
school.
one.
And then the television was black and white,
Yeah,
and it was like
a
I
back about
remember,
a mile long at the back of it with a big bulb. If your bulb went, you had it.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes that's the sound though I hear in my head, that bulb
That's
sound of the
static.
television.
Yeah,
I'd be
Yeah,
hearing it in my head. It's just like now I hear just mixed signals in my head.
yeah.
It's like it's all different tones. My computer just flashed white when I said that. But other
Some
than
of
that, it was really weird growing up as a youngling, and
yeah.
then the transfer of technology was really what creeped me out the most. Because like I was so used to like the A tracks,
Yeah.
right? And then like when my dad changed the radio and stuff, and then put the tape cassette, and then that was such a big deal,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
And I remember when he used to eat up his tapes. I remember the fucking radio used to eat the tapes. It's like this fucking radio's hungry, and then it will spit out the tape. It will spit out the like the
The
tape
disc
inside. It was
left
just
bit.
yeah, and the string would come out of the radio. And I'm like, my dad's like fuck, and then he ejects it, and he's trying to like carefully take out the tape, and it
Yeah.
was
They get a
so
pencil to wind it
yeah,
back.
and then fix it with a pencil or pen and just
Yeah.
twirl it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny. It's funny. And you know, funny. What's even more funnier? I have a credit card that looks like that deck,
Really?
hmm like the
Wow.
tape deck. Yeah, I have a credit card. Actually, you can't see the numbers. I'll take a picture of it
Yeah.
and show you.
I don't, yeah.
It's my
Wow.
Discover card. My Discover. Yeah, I got a lot of cards, but I can show you what it looks like. It's so cool because it's like I got it because of the memories I had from these tape decks.
Yeah.
Oh man, they used to drive me crazy. I remember my dad always fighting with this, like, no, don't eat the tape. And it's like he would eat the tape, like the radio would eat it. And then let me get a close up on it. All right. Take that out, put it over here. Let's rotate it. It's my Discover card.
Yeah.
Let's see, save. Put it on. I'll send it to you, Maggie, so you can see it, and then I'll show it. Send it to Maggie. Okay, so now I can pull it up from Discord. It's so quick when I do it this way because it's like,
Oh, wow.
mm-hmm.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's
I love that.
hard. Let me show you the rest of the people, so y'all don't feel left out. You can see what it looks like. That fucking cassette.
Yeah, that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's my credit card, my Discover card. I saw it. That's what made me get the Discover card. To be honest with you, I didn't care for it at all. But then, like when I saw that tape deck, it brought me so much memories. I was like, I grew up with this
Yeah,
technology, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna apply for it. Fuck it. And of course, they approved me. And they're like, "Here's this." I'm like, "That's a lot of money."
I was going to
Like, I don't
say,
need that much credit. It's like, well, here, it's just, have like just, I'm like, fuck it. It's okay. But I love the old school. I wanted to write something on the white part, like
yeah,
here. I wanted to write something like funny, like on one of those permanent markers and
yeah,
just put like songs from the 80s or something.
yeah.
Mixed like 80s
Rick's playlist.
mixtape. Yeah, Rick's mixtape from the
Yeah,
80s. I think I'm
that
gonna
is
do something like that. I'm gonna do something funny on this card.
because it looks like a real tape. You
Yeah,
wouldn't know if it weren't for the discovery and the chip. You wouldn't know.
no, you wouldn't know it's a card. My
Yeah.
credit card. It's so cool. Yeah, it's that. But that card, okay, that's the description of what we're talking about when we're talking about tape. That
Yeah.
tape right there, it was a fucking headache, especially
Yeah.
when you put it in the players and then it will start. You know, it starts messing up, and then you're like, "Fuck!" And then you got to stop it, and then
Yeah.
pull it out, and then you have all this string hanging out from it, and you're like, you got to get a pencil and then start pulling it back, and then sometimes you have to tape it, you have to
Yeah.
fix it because it'll rip, it'll break,
Yeah.
and then you're like, you
And
don't
most
want
of
to,
the time you got a crease in it because you'd know
yeah,
where that crease was when it played back.
yeah,
You'd miss a beat.
yeah. And you would fix it. Like we used to fix it with scotch tape.
Yeah.
That's what we use. We use scotch tape, like the clear scotch tape, and then we'll
Yeah.
just like make it really fine but little to in order to fix it. And then once you fix the tape, and then you rewind it, and then you play it, and then you have that skip of that area, but then it continues playing the music. I was like,
Yeah.
whew, yeah, yeah. That brings me back memories.
And cassettes.
Hmm.
I think I've got one where someone did me an aura reading, read me aura. I think at the time they told me I was quite angry inside.
Oh no.
Oh, it was over 30 years ago, that was. Real long time.
Oof.
Yeah,
30
yeah.
years.
I probably was angry then.
So was that what, like in the, that was what, 90 in the
Nice.
90s,
Yeah,
1993.
yeah. It was a
Yes.
spiritual affair thing.
Seven Serpent, yes. I had that. I had that, and I remember it opened up in the middle, and the tape deck came out, and it was a bird. I had that toy. Seven, you're giving me goosebumps. Holy shit. I had that toy, and it turned into a boombox. That's what
Oh,
it did. The transformer, when it transformed, it was a boombox, and then when you open it and you transform it, and it had the little tape player here, and it had the eject button, and you press the button, and it'll open up, and then you take out the little cassette, and it has wings and it flies, and it used to
wow.
work. You put batteries in it, it would spin inside. It
Oh, I don't
was,
remember that.
yeah, it was
I
it turned
remember
into a boombox, the one I had.
my first very own music player, because all we had before was a, what do you call it? Sugar. It was a big cabinet with a radio and a bloody record player in the middle, not gramophone. I can't remember. Anyway, the first music centre thing I had was a suitcase that you
They
opened up.
the records, the vinyls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what we had too. We had the vinyls, and we had the where you it was the record player, and then it had
in
like
the
the two
middle, you
little
got
screen.
slot for
Yeah.
your records, record
Hmm.
player in the middle, and then the radio. I
Hmm.
can't remember what we called them.
We had it, but we had it stacked up like the tape deck in the bottom, the radio, and like the levels of the bass and all that stuff. It had like the little needles, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
on
that
top
was
of
it.
that,
Yeah, a
on
stack of
top,
music
yeah, the
centre.
stackable one, and then the one on the very top was the record where you play the records.
Yeah.
So I remember this because one day I woke up. I was about 3 years old. I woke up and I wanted to listen to the radio, and then I turned on everything, and I got one of the records, and then I started scratching them like a DJ, but really like not good. And my dad woke up and got me and gave me a spanking, and I ended up breaking the needle through the record thing.
Because I can see you doing it.
I broke the needle on it, and that's not the only thing that I broke when I was little. I remember the television. that we had. It was a black and white television, and I poured water into it because I thought it was thirsty. And it was raining outside, so my dad thought it was like the rain outside messed up the television, but I put a cup of water in it. And that thing went
Cost him a fortune.
and it was like out. It had like that white smoke coming out of it.
Yeah.
It was done for. I killed the television. So yeah.
Oh
It
dear.
was, yeah, I
No, I think
was
the worst thing my three did was paint themselves in black gloss. Yeah. No, one I just
See,
finished
I
that.
wasn't allowed to have paint. I wasn't like I
I
had to
didn't
be.
think it was hard to have paint either. And
I
it
was
took
allowed.
us.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to have markers. I was not allowed to have pens. I was not allowed. I was allowed pencils, but crayons, but monitored. I was monitored because I would go for the walls.
Yeah.
I was one of those.
Yeah.
Like I would sneak in the middle of the night with my crayon because they would check my pockets before I go to sleep. Because I went one time to sleep with the crayons and woke up and just started painting on the wall.
You were building your environment. That's what it
Mm-hmm.
was.
Yeah. And then I
Oh,
get in trouble.
yeah.
I was like always in trouble.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
wonder why blowing tellies up.
blowing
Killing.
the television up. And if
Yeah.
my parents would have been smart, they would have let me pursue like DJing because that's what I was doing. I was just scratching up the
Yeah. The record.
albums.
Yeah.
I would have probably been a master DJ by now. Yeah, I would have probably been the best in the world in DJing. But my dad changed that fabric of history and went a different direction.
Scratching.
Yeah,
Oh, I bet
I
you were.
remember a lot of things when I was little. Like I remember I was like 3 years old. I remember the scorpion that was inside of our apartment that my mom freaked the hell out. I was like, "Mom, what's that?" She looked at it. She's like, she started screaming. She got the broom and like killed it, and then shoot it out the apartment. Like we were living on the second floor, and the scorpion got in. How did that happen? I
Wow.
don't understand. Um, then I remember the dogs eating the cats. Like there was these guard dogs that were guarding the. It was a car dealership. They're pretty much to deter thefts,
Oh yeah.
and trying to steal. So they would put guard dogs. Well, there's one cat, she fucked up and jumped in to that lot, and then the dogs were going crazy and got the cat and ripped it up.
Oh Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it was just very vicious, and my parents was trying to like not let me see that, but you can't not let me hear it because all I was hearing was all this like
Yeah.
not good. It was just
Yeah.
horrible. But anyhow,
Stuff
I
of
remember.
nightmares.
Man, not good.
Yeah.
I will never forget that. I remember everything like it was yesterday. Like it was happening right now. I could just see it.
Yeah.
That's how clear like I could envision myself and how crystal clear and how it replays in my head. There was this tree. As in Spanish, we call it Genepa. Genepa is a sweet treat it has like it's a slimy treat actually. It's covered in a cocoon like a green shell,
Yeah.
and then you would open the shell and you release this sweet seed that has like it was kind of like slimy, but when you put it in your mouth, it was like this sweet treat, and it tastes so good.
Yeah.
And you would eat the slimy part, and I used to climb the tree like a little monkey, climbing up the tree and cutting down the canepas.
Oh,
And people used to tell me and give me money to get them some.
see,
And
you were what's it right from the word go, weren't you?
yeah, and people
Entrepreneur.
would come and they like, oh, can you give me some? I'll give you some money and stuff. And I would go up the tree and I would cut them a piece, a big like they will grow together and they're like pretty big in a bunch, and I'll just cut it and I'll drop it down and they leave the money there, and then I go
Yeah.
get it.
Great.
It was cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom screamed at me because she got scared that I was gonna fall off the tree.
Yeah. It's a mother's thing.
Yeah, but me, I was a good climber when I was little. I was literally a fucking monkey.
I
Like,
I used to knock about with all the boys down set. We've got a place near where we lived in Little Over Village, called the Seven Fields. It's built on now. There's not a bit of it left. It's just all built on. But kids from all over the place used to go down there. You could build, build tree houses, all sorts. It was apples down there, orchards, everything. It was like not wasteland. It was just, land that was just free for everybody to roam on.
mm-hmm.
But no more. It had got a brook going through it. It was a beautiful place to go. We made our own bridge across the brook.
I remember seeing all these lizards.
No, we had nothing like that.
Oh, in Florida? Oh my goodness.
No.
So many lizards. And then you see their little gizzards, like the little thing they come out is like red. And they're like showing and then they have like the like iguanas. The iguanas also, they have them there, and they were really big.
Yeah.
And they would eat the little lizards, I remember. But there were so many of them. Oof, everywhere. There's people that have like really big fear of lizards.
Yeah. I'm not scared of one, but I don't think I'd pick one up.
I picked the baby. I picked them up before. I picked up the baby before. Like
Yeah.
they'll like accidentally come inside the home, so I would catch them and then I will like take them outside and release them outside.
We
It
haven't
makes
got.
it makes your hand feel funny because the way they're moving in your hand, so you're kind of
Yeah.
like laughing at the same time trying to release them.
Yeah. But I pick spiders and stuff up and take them out. I won't kill them. Don't bother me.
Nah, my dad used to kill them.
No, I don't like that. Yeah, Dad does it now and again if I'm not about, but I go mad because I just put them outside.
My
So
dad used to
I
get the sandals.
see the worst thing: house flies, horse flies, flies in general.
I think the worst one is the flying roach.
I've never encountered one, so yeah, you're probably right.
The only one, and I experienced that before in Florida, like flying
Oh,
roach in the house. It was the worst. It's still my biggest fear of all.
yeah,
Not only that, but only the females fly.
yeah. Oh God,
The males don't fly. Females fly,
yeah.
and those
I've seen
roaches are
programs.
huge.
Yeah, I've seen them where
Like
the
like
walls are.
like huge
Oh,
roaches,
yeah.
and they were just like, and then they would fly, and it's like, oh no.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
Yeah, I experienced that multiple times in Florida and in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, no. No, thank you. Oh,
Creepy
no.
as hell. I don't
Yeah,
like it. I don't like it. Sometimes I deal with the spiders because I know they'll eat those fucking roaches if they ever get in their web.
yeah. I
The
just
palmetto bugs are gross. Yeah, those palmetto bugs. Oof.
one.
The palmetto bugs.
I don't know what one of
You
them
know
is.
what those are? Hold on, let me see if I can bring one up.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can bring one up. Let me bring one up. So, yeah, they're goodness gracious. Yeah, they have videos. I want to see image. Hold on. Oh goodness, hold on. It just make my feet like feel weird just looking at them.
Yeah.
This is like my nightmare. Hold on.
Oh,
Let me
Seven's put something up in this community thing, doing a 30-day kind of meditation, but not on the rune stones. It started today. Oh, they're like them roach things. Yeah, they're. Oh, God, no.
We used to have these too in Florida, and these
Oh,
things they would fly at you, and like, oh, they oof, just
no,
looking at them.
that, yeah, that totally grossed me out.
There's people that love them. There's people that eat them.
I mean, that purpley coloured one looks pretty, but oh, look how big it is in her hand. Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. Look at this. Look at that. Oh
I've
no.
held a tarantula, but that kind of thing with more, no.
This
Bugs, no.
is this is where they are located. So they're mainly like you see them in Florida, a lot in Florida. Like you see the American cockroach, and then you see the palmetto bugs, but you see them in Florida. These things are fucking huge.
They're horrible. Oh,
They
yeah.
are they are so scary, and they freak me out.
Yeah, that kind of stuff would freak me out.
You know what freaks me out too is when they take a shit. You get this thing in their bag, and they taking a shit, and it's so nasty. And then like they will leave, like even when were pregnant and they leave their babies, they leave them in like cocoons. Like here they
Oh,
are, like little cocoons.
oh, God, yeah.
And yeah, it was like it was so
Oh,
disgusting.
no. Oh, God.
Yeah, you're not my friend, buddy. You're not my friend.
No.
Like here's one. Like you see, he's letting one
Yeah.
out right there.
Oh, God. That one
Yeah.
looks like an alien looking at us, the one next to it.
Mm-hmm.
You see the top of his face.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Creepy
Yeah.
crawlers. This is the part where I have to say discretion is advised.
Yeah.
If you have a bug phobia, I truly sorry. But these were my biggest fear right here.
They'd be mine, too.
Yeah, and then when they fly, oof, oof.
The
You
big.
see the egg cat. You see the cast of
Yeah.
the egg cast right here. That's what they look like. And it's just look at that face. Look how serious he's looking. He's like,
I know.
"Ugh." I mean, if they were like I don't know. They're just so
It looks
unique.
like an alien head with devil horns, but I know that's its antenna.
Mm-mm. This one's creepy right here. I don't know what's all that about this, but
Wow.
they oh, and they're so big. That's the problem. Like the size of them. And I remember my dad spraying them, and then they go turn upside down like this, and they'll start wiggling their feet all over the place, and then they die because the
Yeah.
chemical kills them. Like, yeah, we used to see a lot of this. Like, oh, it's just living in Florida. This is a friend that it's always gonna find its way in,
Yeah.
and it scares the shit out of you. Oh no. Mm-mm. Okay, I have had enough.
Yeah.
That's making me not want to go to Florida. I'm thinking about
Oh, Seven has just said they crawl under the door and chase your feet. I'd die.
yeah. That's why I said my feet. That I felt something in my feet is because those creepily crawlers they'll come after you, and like we used to put a towel underneath the door so they wouldn't come in because they really like squeeze themselves into like they'll sneak in and find a way
Yeah.
to get in. They flatten themselves out and
Yeah.
they come in and they're in. Just the fear,
Yeah.
that quickly arise from this big ass roach.
I'm
Mm-mm.
acclimatized to the bugs and things here. I think I'll stick where I am.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You have greater creatures than we do, that's for sure.
That's the only thing that freaks me out about Florida is like all the creepy crawlers out there.
Yeah,
But if I go, I'll probably fly into Miami, and then, well, I'll probably fly into Fort Lauderdale. It'll probably be better to fly in Fort Lauderdale.
yeah,
Miami's just crazy. That's such a huge airport, and it's such a big international airport, and to get around in it, it's just overwhelming.
yeah. I know what
Fort
you're saying.
Lauderdale, Fort Lauderdale is so much easier. Like you get off the plane, and as soon as you get off the plane, you're not too far from the terminal where you pick up your bags and so forth, and go and get your rent a car, and you're off. You're off on the road, and I think I can do it. I know everything from South Florida, so I know how to get around down there really good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, you lived there, didn't you? So,
Yeah, almost all my life. So it's like to me, it's like
I mean,
refresher.
they've been over to America a few times, and their son, he's done a couple of the routes. There's Route 66. He's done that.
Mhm.
He's got a huge Native American Indian on his back that he had done in America. They've even got the American flag flying in the back garden on
Mhm.
their summer house or the hut. I can't remember what they call it now. They've got a name for it anyway.
Mhm.
They hang out. But yeah, they've been a few times. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Uh, I mean, if I go, I'm flying for Lauderdale. That's gonna be a big. That's gonna be have to be like a 1 week trip
Yeah,
because I get there and then I can do 1 day the zoo, stay at a hotel close to like Florida City, and then the next day early in the morning start the drive to Key West. Stay in Key West for like 2 days, 2 nights, 3 days,
yeah,
2 nights, and just really explore and take in Key West. I think maybe three nights might be even better than two. Because I want to do a lot of things while I'm there.
yeah.
And
You better
um,
to have a rest spot in between.
mhm.
So
Yeah, they
you don't.
have so many. Like Key Largo is a good
Yeah,
little place to stop, and there's so many islands on the Keys,
yeah.
and they have little knickknack shops and little places to explore and see. And
I bet it's
yeah, I think it'll be
beautiful.
pretty cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that next year.
Yeah,
Go to Miami, go back home.
yeah.
I would like to go to my favorite bakery.
What's that?
Vinny, it's called Vinny's Bakery,
Oh wow. All
and it's in
fresh.
Florida. Oh
Oh,
yes, the bread, the pastries.
oh, there's
There. Oh my goodness, the breakfast sandwiches. Just the bread with a little bit of.
you froze up.
Oh
You froze up again.
yeah, is that because I'm
Yeah,
hyped? The energy
yeah,
gets
yeah.
hyped.
I could see it all around you as well.
Mm,
Yeah,
I love when
yeah,
I love something. I project a lot of energy, and
yeah.
I want to go there just for the croqueta sandwich, which is this ham croquettes, and
Oh,
they'll put like ham and cheese on it, and then they squish it down on their they call it la plancha. It's like an iron,
yeah.
and they bring it down and they toast it, and it is so. I used to eat that for breakfast before I used to go to high school. I used to stop by real quick and grab my breakfast sandwich, my croqueta sandwich, and eat it on the way to school.
Wow.
Yeah, it's right across the street from my high school that I went to and graduated from. And I know they're there because I went to their website, already checked, and they're thriving. They're thriving. Yeah, their business is thriving. It's so good. Everything's good
It
from there.
sounds
This,
anything that's real fresh nowadays
their
is to treasure.
their cakes are delicious. Their cakes are so delicious. Their pastries are. Oh, I just gotta go there just to do a video take of it and then show you guys what I mean.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. It just, yeah. I can almost smell it, a fresh bakery.
Going back home.
Yeah,
That would be a good name for the show.
yeah.
Going back to my birthplace. See, this is where I was born, and then show you the craziness. Like, holy shit, that's where I'll show you everywhere I lived. Because I
Mm,
lived in the hood. I was in the hood. I
yeah.
grew up in the hood, the '80s
Unfortunately,
hood.
yeah, they pulled well, where I was brought up, but not the second house we lived in, but the first ones,
Hmm.
they pulled them down. They were derelict anyway. They've got no indoor bathrooms or anything. They
I know it's
demolished
gonna,
years
yeah,
ago.
I know it's gonna be different, because things get modernized and things
Mm,
change up, and they build things, and
yeah,
I expect there's gonna be some differences, but and overall,
yeah.
it's I have all these memories, so I'm just
Reliving. Yeah,
yeah, relive it. Bring me back. Like I said, I would like to go back to the zoo,
yeah,
see my cousins that are trapped and captive. It
yeah,
was my orangutan brothers, and yeah, and then the tortoises. They have like really huge tortoises that are like over 100 years old.
yeah,
So cool, and they're so like dinosaur like when they're walking, and yeah, we're going to Miami. We're going back to Miami.
yeah.
I got the fever.
Yeah, I know. You, you know, sooner laid your head back down in your bed and you're ready to move it elsewhere again.
I
Listen,
got them. I'm
do
feeling
it
the Miami
while
heat.
you can. Yeah, do it
I'm,
while you can.
I'm feeling that Miami heat, and this is a good time to go too because it's not as hot like the summertime.
No,
Like you'll get days that are in the 70s and 80s in January, and to
yeah,
me, that's shorts and a shirt, and even in
and
the 60s, I'm in shorts and a shirt.
yeah,
Like when they get cold in South Florida, it's like 50s, 40s. It's more humid, so you do feel it more penetrating, like to the bone, because of the humidity.
yeah,
Because it's a wetter humid, like a wetter cold than up north. Up here is like a drier cold,
yeah.
so
I
there
know
is
what you.
differences. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
differences on the body,
yeah.
and
In the
I think
because I'm in the middle of the country, it's a lot colder as you go up north. A lot colder, and I've
mhm,
lived up there. You know,
going back to Miami,
yeah,
I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna look into it because I could go down to Key West,
you could
like
do
two, three
that.
nights,
Yeah,
two, 3 nights in Key West, and I know there's a Waffle House there. There's a Waffle House there because I ate there a bunch of times as a youngling and as an adult, and I know they're still there.
yeah,
So and the hotel, I'll stay on the main island, Key West, and just stay in a nice resort. But I want to make sure that it's not too far from the Waffle House because I love Waffle House. I really
yeah,
do. Their breakfast is so delicious. Maggie, I'm gonna take you to a Waffle House.
yeah.
I'm
It'll
taking
be
you when you come.
yeah,
When you come, Maggie, we're going to eat at a Waffle House.
yeah,
Guarantee you're gonna love it.
yeah. I've got a feeling I will
Oh,
somehow. I've
oh
got my
yeah.
mouth is slobbering because of all this food
Because
talk.
if you come, and when you come,
Yeah.
There's a high chance we might end up going to New Orleans.
New
There's
Orleans.
it's going to be a chance we're going to be able to go to New Orleans.
How the hell are we going to do that?
Girl, by getting on a plane and flying over there. We fly out of Buffalo. We're gonna have all our suitcases with us and everything. This is Thelma and Louise on Extreme. This is the extreme version of Thelma and Louise. Okay,
This is why Helen's screaming in your head.
we're doing we're
That's what
doing
all is.
we're doing airplanes and automobiles.
Yeah, trains and automobiles. One of Darren's favourite films and all.
Trains was it planes, trains, and automobiles. We're doing it all.
Yeah,
I'll tell you right now, if you're here in the United States, we
yeah,
might as well take advantage of this. You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh,
Let's
God,
fucking hopscotch. I swear, let's hopscotch.
yeah.
And hopscotch is an old game we used to play where you used to get a rock and you draw these boxes like one box,
Yeah,
two
one,
box, one box,
two,
two box,
three,
one box.
four.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get up to 9, and then 10 is you made it. So you get the rock and you have to land it in the box. And if
Yeah.
you land it in the box, you get to hopscotch.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna close our eyes and we're gonna fucking get a dart and we're just gonna throw right at it. And wherever it lands, that's where we're gonna fucking go next.
I can see it and all.
Yeah.
Here we go. Woof.
Don't I always tell people don't underestimate the powers of the handicap.
Yeah.
Because I'm still strong and I'm still pushing. I'm still trying to live the best life possible and not let anything hold me back or let health wise hold me back. It's done it before and it's put me in a dark place and I don't want to be in that room anymore. Like, no.
And you have to watch your shows and see the flip and what you've done in the last few months alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the past few months, and the future is very bright. I mean, we're gonna try. I'm gonna try to do like hopscotch it.
Yeah,
I'll have everything set up that we're gonna be good. So it's but I want you to experience all this stuff because it's like this is something that you'll cherish.
It's
and
once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah, you can say I did it.
Yeah, a once in a lifetime thing.
Mm-hmm.
All my siblings have done it. They've all done it. Well, they've been to Mexico, all over the place.
Mm-hmm. And since you're gonna be here,
and
you're gonna be here for how long?
It depends on your itinerary at the minute, Rick.
Well, I mean, the minimum is a week, so it's like I'm looking at a week process. Like when you get here, and then like literally like a few days is the eclipse at Niagara Falls. Then on that same day of the eclipse, we could catch a flight out of Buffalo and go to New Orleans.
Jesus, what?
Spend a day in New Orleans, right? And do whatever, because I know the area already now, so we could explore out there for a day or two and then take a flight somewhere else, and we'll check that out and I think it'll be a good little trip.
Oh, you think?
Yeah,
world tour in a week.
You have your passport. I have mine.
Oh, of course I have. Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like we could literally like extreme Louise.
I've got to get this visa thing.
Yeah, the visas. That's all it is.
It's I've just got to do this online thing. That's all.
I gotta do that too when I go over there in August.
Mm.
Because I gotta do. I don't. Do I have to do one for UK and Netherlands, or it just has to be one
Because it's
for?
Europe, I think it'll be for the whole thing. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
okay, okay. Yeah, I gotta make sure on that because I gotta do that
Yeah,
at least
sure.
2 months. At least 2 months before I go. So I have to.
Yeah,
Well, about a
because
month before I go, right?
they want to know where you're stopping, how long you're stopping for, why you're going there. They want to know the insides of your backside. Seriously.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I say easy. This is easy paper. Where I'm going, Amsterdam. Who I'm
Yeah,
going to be there with my friends.
yeah,
What I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna go to the library. I'm gonna do this nice river cruise that we're gonna
yeah.
have a nice meal on, and I don't know. I'm gonna get high at a cafe. Maybe end up in the red light district, and then
Well,
uh,
I think they're
leave.
both one and the same, according to my daughter. You go through one door, you think you're in the coffee shop, and you come out and you're in the red light district. She said she didn't know where to put her face. She
What else you
said,
gonna do?
"Phone me up, Mum. I don't know where to put my face. It's literally
No.
she's not approved. I mean, not like me. So you
Yeah,
can imagine.
and then we're gonna go to this theme park. You
Yeah,
know that Moonsang will take us. I want to stay in that
them
place
hall.
that she showed us,
Oh
like that
God, with all
cabin.
them little rooms and yeah, the cabins.
Oh yes, I would like
Yeah,
to do that. And then hopefully, like maybe fly back or train back to UK, see the UK for the first time. Never been there.
you'd have
You
to
know,
fly. Yeah,
yeah. It would take. I would probably be there for like for the Netherlands. I would probably like to do like 3 or 4 days, maybe
yeah,
3 days in the
yeah,
Netherlands. Like 3 days should be enough in the Netherlands, and then I want to do 3 days in UK.
yeah.
Split the time.
Time. Yeah, yeah. Got some
That-
amazing places here.
yeah, I could only imagine. I would be so lost because I wouldn't know anything anywhere. I mean, I have you, so
Yeah,
you be the
I've drove
tour guide.
all over here, and you know,
Oh no, I don't know if I could ever drive in UK. I don't know
yeah,
if I could drive in
the
none
wrong
of
side
these
of the road.
places.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
I'm like, I don't want to get into an accident because
No,
the guys driving the opposite side, and I'm not used to that stuff. And
no, I've got drivers in the family. It'd be nice to go and see Mrs. Seven and all.
that would be nice. And what was that place that Paul from Newcastle was telling us about? Like, I wanted to check that place out too.
What play? What? Where was he on about? I can't
It was
remember.
on about oh, what was it? I hope he comes through because he was talking about it here on the show on the chat where it's oh, what was the name
I
of
can't
it?
remember.
It was really beautiful too. And I was like, damn, I want to go there too. He's like, oh, you could see it online. He had mentioned it in the chat. I was like, nah, but I don't want to see it on YouTube. I want to see it in person. And
Yeah,
it was so beautiful. And I'm like,
I can't
see that?
remember now where it.
Mm,
Uh, Mrs. Seven's just there. She's in a beautiful part of the country. She is very spiritual down where. If she is where I think she is,
mm.
I've got
Yeah,
another
I mean,
down that way.
we could all get together and have like a brunch and have some tea,
Tea.
tea,
Yeah,
tea time. No milk on mines.
yeah. You have yours plain, don't you?
Yeah, I drink it plain because like I don't drink milk like that.
Yeah.
My mom drank too much milk when she was pregnant with me.
I'm not a big milk drinker myself, but I do like it in a. I have 2 cups of coffee in the morning. The rest of the time, it's water.
Yeah, my mom used to drink so much milk, like she made me sick of it.
Yeah, no, the school
Like
made me.
during the pregnancy, she would have milk and then she would eat ice cream, and I'm like, fuck. Like I got tired in the stomach. I'll punch her in the stomach. Like I don't want that shit. And she's like, start drinking more milk, and I'm like fucking punching. I'm like, I don't want that shit, and I start kicking her uterus, and I'm like, give me some good shit, and then she'll eat pizza, and I'm like, okay, this is
Yeah.
what's up. So I'll be like chilling back, like, and then she'll drink a fucking cup of milk, and then I have to kick her again. 'Cause my goodness, like I got like my mom drank too much milk. That was the problem.
No, it was the school because they used to get free drinks when we were kids. And the second school I went to,
Oh, yeah.
they used to leave the milk outside. It was there until you had it at 11 o'clock with the sun directly shining on it. So it was off. So that did me. The slightest smell of anything like that, and no. And they used to try and force you to drink it. No, it put me off.
Mm.
I've never drank milk since. I can't do milkshakes, anything like that. Just to stop with me coffee. That's
Yeah,
it.
like once in a blue moon, I'll get a strawberry, like a
Milk.
strawberry ice cream, right? Like a
Yeah,
sundae. But
yeah,
like there's this really good ice cream shop here that opens up in the shop in the summer, and they've been around for a long, long time, and they have really good ice cream. But I can't eat there. Like it's just if I
yeah,
go there, it'll be like once every like 2 years.
yeah.
I'll go and I'll eat. It's just because like I can't. It's too rich, and it's too like the milk is just too rich, and it just doesn't sit well with my stomach.
No,
If you
it's
know
like,
what I mean.
like custard. What we
Yeah.
have.
Well,
I used to
number
have vats of the damn stuff, and I can't even stand the smell.
I used to get number three all the time when I eat ice cream, and number three is when you have the run.
Yeah, yeah. All that IBS.
That's what I used to do. I used to call it the number threes. It's
Yeah,
like when you have to do like the diarrhea, and it's
yeah,
just that way. It's like not number two, number three. It's a
yeah.
mixture of everything. It's like it's the worst.
I mean, one of my nephews, when he was little, he kept going to me and my brother. It was my brother's son. He said, "I've got ideas, Dad." And he was going, "Well, what are they?" He said, "I've got ideas." He says, "Yes, son. What are they?" He said, "No, in the toilet. I've got ideas."
Oh no! Oh no!
Hey, hey, Oracle.
Hello. I'm gonna roll me up. I'm gonna roll. I think I'm gonna mix that medicine with some of the indica because I think it just makes me a little bit too hyper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very energetic. It is a really like it does. It's called green diesel.
Yeah,
No,
it's funny.
I want regular unleaded. I don't want the diesel.
Another funny story was our kids. Danny, he'd been on a school trip with the nursery, and he'd come back and he says, "I seen lots of sheep," and Darren was going, "Yeah," and he says, "I seen lots of all sorts." Darren was giving names, and he says, "And I seen lots of pigs," and he says, Darren goes, "Yeah, they're swine." I can't remember all the animal things, but we got to the swine, and Danny turned around and he goes, "No, Dad, they were ever so good." Because we called them little swines when they were naughty.
Mm,
3 kids.
the swine, yeah,
They
they're it's not
were
wrong.
good, Dad.
It's not wrong. There are swine.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna mix this medicine because guess I'm not a big fan of sativas. I'm just not a fan of it.
No.
So
It was.
it smells great. I'm gonna tell you the smell-o-vision on this. I wish I had for you guys to smell. It's very fruity. It has this fruity scent to it. It's like it's very tropical. You can smell the tropical like fruits. Very potent, but it just makes me too hyper, and I don't like that. So
Yeah,
we're gonna mix it with some of this indica that I have here.
and slow you down.
Yeah, it's gonna blend it in. It'll be a mixture of a dozy dough and which is this one is gush mince flour. So it's gonna be 3
Oh, where
flours
are
in
the names
one.
over
I don't know. They just bored, you know. They get bored and then they come up with these fucking weird ass names for flowers and medicine.
there? It goes with our eclectic nature.
Tell you about it. And it's just like these very unique names.
Mm.
But I think I want to blend this one. I just want to see if this mix is good. It's like making potions, you know? This is what this is.
Yeah,
It's putting a potion together and I'm going to smoke it.
I want to say thank you for pulling me out of a hole today, Rick. Because
Yeah.
it's coming up, it's coming up to the anniversary of Pat's death, as you know, Boxing Day. It's not very far away.
Yeah.
And
When is Boxing Day this year?
what day are we on now? Because
We're on the 8th,
8th, she died on the 27th.
27th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my, I think that's my, if I'm not mistaken, that's my father's birthday too.
Yeah. It was just a shit year last year, all in all. You know, the end of the year.
Nah.
A lot of things going on. But hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's
The
much
thing is
appreciated.
that you know she struggled. That's the thing that
Oh,
hurts
I
too.
know.
You know?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
struggled because I could hear her, so I could
Mm.
hear her like, but she never gave up. But you know,
No.
it wasn't
Oh,
on her.
yeah, I've got goosebumps. Yeah, she was a very strong woman for her age. I mean, she was 81,
Yeah,
but she still got about. She never let the cancer get her down. I mean, she
no,
had in her 40s really drastic radiotherapy and all sorts.
she took it head on. She was so
Yeah,
strong.
yeah.
You know, it's like she's like, "Fuck it." Like, I'm hearing her. She's like, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I used to say, I often got, she'd turn round to me if I said something or like I was sorry or something in that nature, because you know what,
Mm-hmm.
just turn around and go, fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Fuck off. Yep, I can feel that energy.
And it'd be a fuck off. Fuck off.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Said not again.
Oh, we used to make each other laugh though.
Oh boy, she is a funny one.
Oh God, yeah. And she wasn't quiet either. We'd be in the middle of town with crowds round her, and she wouldn't care less how loud she was. She'd shout out, "Don't you see some sights, Mag, when you ain't got your gun?"
Oh Lord.
Oh dear. Oh,
Jeez. I know she misses you. I can hear it.
yeah.
I can
God,
hear her.
yeah. We were on the phone
She
every
had this
night.
unique laugh too. It was just the funniest laugh
Yeah,
too. When she starts laughing, everybody's laughing.
yeah, yeah.
Oh boy.
We went to the Isle of Wight one year for a holiday, and this woman that used to come to the smokers' corner, if you like, where we all used to go out and smoke, and she thought we were a very modern mother and daughter because
Oh.
we spoke with each other, but everybody did.
Mm-hmm.
So we weren't. We kind of were them archetypes, if you like. in each other's life. But we were best mates as well. It was weird being best mate to a daughter and then being best mate to the mother as well.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Because the apple didn't fall far from the tree at all. Oh, yes, you can make me have a goosebumps, mate. I'm talking about you again.
It's so unique to build these friendships, you know, and the
Oh,
bond.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so priceless, and you cherish the memories.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
I hope this one comes out good. I mixed in three flavors and three different, very potent flowers. So
Oh, it should bring that energy down a bit.
yeah, it should mellow me out. Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully it'll mellow me out. Well, we'll see.
You'll be all right.
So yeah. So did it snow yet over in your neck of the
It's
woods?
snowed, yeah. We got, you know, when we had movie night,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we'd got snow on the ground then. We'd had about 5 inches overnight,
Oh
and then
wow.
it rained.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it was all right. It was all gone. It didn't last very long at all.
Oh, okay, good. Do you have like freezing temperatures?
We've had freezing temperatures, but we didn't get black ice round here because we don't.
Oh,
It doesn't get salted or anything round here.
oh.
A little cul-de-sac.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this year it's going to be unique here for the Northeast for sure.
Yeah,
I have a feeling it's going to be a weird winter.
yeah. I've got the feeling the same here. And my plants, it's like my camellia. She's starting to bud, and she shouldn't be budding, coming into flower yet, not till about Feb. And she's got all the flower buds all over her.
And she's budding?
Yeah, she's budding. I'll have to
What?
take a picture and show you. Yeah, it's
So what
weird.
you gotta do? You gotta bring her in?
No, she's rooted.
Oh no, she's rooted.
She's about that big. She's about this tall now. Well, you can't see.
You know,
but
I've noticed that plants are very confused.
yes,
And I think it's the frequencies.
I don't know what it is, but I've never known it.
Because I don't think it's the sunlight so much,
No,
but I feel it's the frequencies that are in the air that
yeah,
are manipulating our like it's the signals that's manipulating the plants, manipulating like the bees because
yeah,
they're disappearing too, and like a lot of like confusion with the mammals like whales and dolphins. You see them beaching themselves,
yeah.
and it's
It's just weird.
it is weird. You know, and I just feel like humanity is the cause of all these problems, but then they want to blame it on fossil fuel. And I'm like,
Yeah,
well, you got to point at yourself before you point at others. You
yeah.
know, and a lot of these, we're going to lose a lot of animals, you know, with what's going on and so forth. But
I can't believe they're gonna kill them owls.
I can't believe they're going to, yeah, the owls,
That's
they're,
gonna, yeah, that's
they
gonna
want
be.
to kill at least 500,000 owls from the West Coast
Yeah,
out in Washington, Oregon, and California. I was like 500,000. Like how many? How many are they then?
I know,
You know what I
I know,
mean? It's
but we don't know. We don't know
like
the exact
how are you
amount
gonna?
of
Yeah, how
being on
you?
the planet. To be fair, only what we're told, only what they put on these things.
Mm-hmm.
You
Like
can't tell for sure. They
it could
say
be.
so many immigrants have come onto this island, but that's only their account. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. And the thing is that you can't. It's all
you
an estimate.
change
It's an
it.
estimate.
Yeah,
It's like the people that came across our border here through Mexico into the United States. It's an estimated amount of people that are coming through, but I'll tell you right now, it's in the millions.
Yeah, you can't gauge it at all.
All right, let's try this one out. See how good is it. Yeah, I think the immigration problem is the world's problem. It's just because we, everything we do has consequences. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So this war with Gaza and the Palestinians. Well, where do you think the Palestinians are going to go? You
I
know,
know.
if they have to migrate out of their territory, where are they going to go? You know, they're going to migrate. Like there's
Yeah,
a lot of people migrating from all around the world and trying to make a better life and a better living for themselves.
it's
So,
happened forever, that has, but it's usually done legally. Legally, I can understand. My grandparents, I'm first generation born here, immigrants from Ireland.
hmm
They came over literally to work. They weren't given handouts or hotels or anything else like that to put them up. They lived in the slums
hmm
because we were Irish. And that happened to the Indians and the Jamaicans in this country as well. At the
mm,
same time, because it was just that time.
right.
50s and 60s after the war. I mean, my granddad, the stupid old git, took advice. It's a long-standing joke that a person from Ireland called Michael or Mick, because Mick is another slang word for joke, you don't listen to. So my granddad was talking to a fella called Mick in a pub. He'd already planned to get the tickets, £1 ticket to Australia. That's where he was going with my grandma, my mum, and then one brother. No, two. Tony would be a baby. He was going to Australia, but this fella called Mick said, "No, you want to go to England? There's more work there."
Mm.
Which I don't know whether is a good thing or a bad thing. To be fair,
hmm Yeah, it's like when your son went to Thailand and
yeah,
and did his stuff out there. You know, he's an immigrant over there.
yeah,
You know, he's not a citizen. He's
no, no,
no immigrant. But
yeah.
they treat him pretty good. I'm sure. You
Oh God,
know.
my brother was treated really well when he lived there. He was
hmm
there for 6 years.
Yeah, you see.
Still
So
goes back. He goes back while Christiana's been there, he's been going over every time he's got holidays, used them all up every 6 months. He's been going over, but should be here in 10 days. And he's all excited because he's been round for a coffee this morning.
mm. How long does it get? How long from you does it take to get to Thailand by plane? And then how
17.
many planes it takes to get
He,
there?
he had to stop. The last time he went, he had a changeover in Dubai. It was about 17 hours. Because he
Wow.
keeps telling me and Darren, he says, "Go over there, go to my place." Because my cousin's gone over for the winter months because he can't stand the cold.
Mm.
He's gone over to Thailand. He did tell me this morning where he is, but I can't remember.
You see, I couldn't do Thailand alone. I would have to do it with a group.
I couldn't do it. Full stop. The way that no.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
unique
it says
place.
yeah, the hotels and everything and the food and all that is really cheap once you get there. But the
See, but
flight,
when I go, I would like for it to be all inclusive.
yeah,
You know, where it's the hotel, transportation, and food included.
yeah. But you're going to see some terrible things like them cooking dogs and cats and
Oh, no, I don't want no cats, no dogs,
insects on sticks.
no
That's
insects. Yeah, no insects.
this,
No, none of the
this
roaches that we just saw. No,
culture. You see, that's their culture. I mean, his
I,
wife was growing grasshoppers to eat. For God's sakes,
I'll be a vegetarian for a week or
I,
two.
I just wouldn't. I
I
couldn't.
don't eat no meat. I,
I
I
won't.
want to eat fruits and salads. That's
Yeah,
it.
no, I couldn't. Just from listening to my brother's experiences of
Mm.
just trying to get his body to acclimatise to them. You're on about number threes. He couldn't walk from one place to the next, and their bathroom, unless you're in a hotel where he lived, he's had a bathroom installed now. But at the time when he's first there, is a bucket of water and a jug, and you're rinsing yourself. No, they don't do toilet paper and stuff like that there.
And they don't have modern day toilets.
No.
Well, it depends, right?
It depends, yeah. If you go to all the touristy places and that
Mhm.
type of thing, yeah, you'll get the hotels and stuff. But he's
Mhm.
in the middle of nowhere where
Yeah.
it's right next to a Buddhist temple that
Mm.
rings its bells every so often.
Mm.
They're a beautiful community. They all come together. What they did when they got married was absolutely beautiful. And they'll
Wow.
all cook for the whole gang. You know, if one family's cooking, they're cooking for everybody.
A lot. I can see a lot of flowers, a lot of
Yeah,
color.
grow their own stuff.
Yeah, a lot of yellows and oranges and beautiful colors.
Everything's fresh.
Oh goodness, that's what I like.
Sorry,
You
it
know.
just gave me a memory because when Christiana had woke my brother up to for breakfast to out,
Hmm.
she'd tap him and he'd go, "Fucking hell," like, you know, 'cause
What's up?
it was a term of endearment, and kept saying, "Fucking hell, fucking." Oh, it does make me laugh. He
Yeah,
really does make me laugh.
I know. I seen a couple of episodes out of Thailand of Anthony Bourdain. Um, and when he was alive, and he did a special, from Thailand. I seen a couple of them from Thailand, and it's all the time is always unique.
Yeah,
It's very unique, and trust me, you will get the diarrheas.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the number
It's
threes are coming in like
yeah,
mighty number threes.
yeah. Guaranteed every time he's gone there.
Yeah, it's just because it's different. The water's different.
They
Everything's just different.
they use a lot of spice in everything.
Hmm.
And it's normal for them to go at least 5 times a day. That to
Shoot.
me, you've got something wrong somewhere.
Yeah, something up with the food. No, it's really the water. It's just
Yeah, I don't know. I
the
don't know.
plumbing too, and it's when you visit these like countries and stuff, you don't really think about that, right? You're just thinking about, yes, I'm gonna have a great time, and have fun. It's gonna be unique and stuff. But then you don't think about the food. You don't think about what you're gonna drink. Like, it's just it hits your body differently when you go to another country and you
It
drink from
was,
a different system.
yeah. Always
Yeah.
stick to bottled stuff.
Sometimes they tell you to bring your own bottle of water.
Yeah, when we were abroad, we bought the gallons. We had loads, went through loads of it
Hmm.
because
You
I
bring
like
your
to
own.
drink all the time. I like to
Yeah.
have a drink next to me at night as well.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water myself too.
Yeah, it's healthy for you, flushes your system out.
Hmm. See, if I travel to those countries like that, I definitely have to take a case of water with me.
Yeah, well, I even have bottled water here.
Yeah, bottled water. I'll have to.
Yeah, you know, here it's just better that way.
Yeah, even to Mexico. If I go to Mexico, I'm taking my own water.
Mm,
I'm taking my own pack of water, and I'm good that way.
yeah,
I felt this pressure drop.
yeah, it's weird. Like I
I
keep
felt it
saying.
in my ear, in my left ear. I felt a pressure drop. It's supposed to rain here on Sunday, like heavy rain, and I'm not sure if we're gonna get the snow part of it.
Yeah,
But I think we're gonna get heavy rain because I'm starting to feel it. I am starting to feel it, but it's like not really bothering me so too much. But it is. It's telling me, yeah, tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day. I think tomorrow I'm gonna take the day off and maybe I'll do a movie time
yeah.
for tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Doc's birthday, so I may come on and do, or if Doc goes on, I'll go onto the show
Mm,
and I won't do a show. I'll just go to Doc's show and wish him happy birthday and so
yeah,
forth.
yeah,
But I really want to chill and make it a movie day.
yeah.
I really want to watch The Labyrinth.
The Labyrinth, yeah. Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
do
it's a
you,
good
I
movie.
love that movie, like
Yeah,
Maggie. It's
yeah,
one of my favorites. I mean, compared to like, was it Dark Crystal?
yeah,
I love The Labyrinth
yeah, it is good.
because of the storytelling and the like the consequences of neglect and
Yeah,
and it just tells us a really, it's dark, yes, but like it has
it
meaning to
makes you
it.
think. It makes you think about life in general.
Yes, and the decisions you make in your life.
Life, yeah,
It could bring you,
yeah,
every decision you make could bring you right to the beginning.
yeah, yeah,
Like, I think that's gonna be a movie for tomorrow. The
yeah,
Labyrinth,
yeah. I mean,
and I'm gonna look into that never-ending story too. I might end up
that's
getting the part one and part two, and have a bench watching from the '80s movies from the '80s.
oh, I found a DVD when rooting, and it used to be one of my favourites. Always with Richard Dreyfuss in, and I can't remember his girlfriend or wife dies, and he's a pilot. They go out spraying.
hmm
Have you watched it?
I'm trying to.
It's heartbreaking. That used back in the day in mid-20s. That was one of my favourites.
Richard Travis.
Can't remember what
I
the
gotta
name.
see a picture of it to remember
Yeah,
it.
it's called Always. Anyway,
Always.
yeah, she comes back as a ghost.
I gotta see it. Let me see. Hold on. Do they have it on YouTube?
I don't know, to be fair.
I'll
I
find out.
bet they will have.
Oh, Hunter Biden got new charges put on him.
Really?
Yeah, it looks like he's getting 9 new charges.
Wow.
Let me see. Oh man, that eclipse is gonna be so freaking crazy.
The shit that's going to hit the fan in the
Yeah.
next few months is going to be crazy as hell. And you just really need to be at peace with yourself.
Let's see how many charges. I think it's 9 charges. Um, Hunter Biden charged with evading taxes on millions of foreign firms. He's indicted on 9 new tax charges.
Wow.
And the guy's a cokehead. He's a true
Yeah.
coke. He's like, oh, I'm getting better. I stopped like smoking or snorting coke. Yeah, right. You don't stop that easy, especially from cocaine. The cocaine is a really strong drug that will take you and have you coming back for more.
Yep. and destroy everything about you.
Yep. And the fact that his dad is just like okay about it is just really creeps me the fuck out. How can you spend 600,000 on prostitutes?
Fuck's sake. Excuse
Six
me.
hundred thousand.
Some people will never see that in a lifetime.
That's crazy. Just on
Yeah,
prostitutes.
yeah.
I wonder how much he spent on cocaine. I could definitely think over $1 million easy.
Yeah.
Maybe in the millions. Oh boy, not good.
Well,
It
it
made
all
me.
comes out in the wash in the end, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Fortunately. Hopefully.
it's like you can wish and hope that things get better.
I
Well,
for
it's the only
everyone.
thing we could put our energy towards. Let's see. I wanted to look at
Peace and quiet.
peace and quiet. Oh Lord.
Mentally.
I think they have the part one and part two. Let me see. But this is not where I saw it that was on sale. I saw it somewhere. I'm like,
Yeah, don't buy it. I'm sure you'll be able to get something that.
no, I'll find something. I'll find it. Hopefully. I don't mind purchasing it. I add it to my library. Because I get to watch it anywhere. There should be a combo. Oh, Legend! That's another movie we gotta watch.
Yeah.
Legend. Oh, that one I think I might have to buy. I'm not gonna rent it, I wanna buy it. It's not bad. 14.69. Let me see how much is it on here. Legend. 14.99. But I got a $3 off coupon. So it'll be 11.99. And it'll be added to my library.
I can't believe I've just looked on YouTube and they want to charge you for a film that was out in 1989. Robin
Yeah.
Bastard.
Let's see.
Oh, that was it. Steven Spielberg directed it and he dies, not her.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's another good movie too.
What?
Cocoon.
Oh, I used to love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cocoon is such a good movie.
What's his name? Shit.
Here it is. Always.
Yeah. Don't pay for it. Fix sake. I've got.
Oh, seeing it here. Have I seen it before?
Yeah, Holly Hunter and John Goodman.
I'm seeing a part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so scary with the plane.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would have freaked me out. A plane coming towards me in the water, and I'm stuck in the boat, and the boat won't freaking crank over, and then the plane just takes right back off.
Yep.
Because it was a tanker, refill tanker. So that's what they do. They glide in the water, they suck up the water, and they come right back up.
Yeah,
Oh, John Goodman's in here.
yeah. It's a good film.
Man, did I see this movie?
You
I don't know.
must have done.
I must have seen it, but it's like,
I'd forgotten about it till I found the DVD. Going through me Christmas bits and pieces.
yeah, this is back in '89.
Yeah,
Oh, I think they have it on. Let me see. Do they have it? I would say they have it on YouTube.
yeah, but don't pay for it.
It's fucking fuckers with the fireworks. It's not
Oh,
fucking 4th of July. It's not New Year's, and they're throwing fucking fireworks already.
yeah,
It pisses me off because of my cats.
yeah.
And I gotta go
Okay.
check on them real quick.
Yeah, she gets.
I'll let you take over, Maggie, for a little bit. Let me go check on my cats.
Yeah,
Fucking
go on.
fireworks.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
you're right. I haven't seen that one, Mr. Seven, Fallen, or I could have and forgot because we've seen so many films. We used to collect them at one time. We've got a right good well, we still have, to be fair, DVDs, but I don't think the DVD player has been put on because we never put the TV on. It's never it's never on. He's on his laptop, and I'm usually doing stuff. But John Goodman's good. John Candy. But I'd forgotten about that film I was on about. It's a real good film. But I remembered it the other way round, or is it the Mandela effect? Only kidding. Because you don't know these days, everything's changing. They've taken most of the books out of the schools now and replenishing them with shite. I'd have kept a load if I'd have been still working at schools. They'd have been coming home with me for my grandkids. There's a lot of reasons why I've collected a lot of books as well as tarot. Things I like. For a legacy for my grandchildren, because they all know I'm weird. I don't hide it from them or my children or anyone, in fact. I just am who I am. Pardon the pun. I hope your cats. Oh, thank you for that. I was running out of shit to say.
Yeah, the cats are fine. They're watching. Actually, they're watching Splash,
Oh yeah,
which is with Tom Hanks.
loves to watch things.
Mm-hmm. My partner's over there, and they're sleeping. They're all sleeping, watching like Splash.
Yeah,
They fell asleep watching it.
yeah,
I'm like, what did I? Because I heard Tom Hanks talking. I was like, and I heard something about Burt Reynolds. I was like, what? So I go check, and I look, and it's Splash. I was like, oh wow. It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
yeah. But
It's a good
sometimes
movie.
it's good. Yeah, sometimes it's good to relive them. I
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good to
talk
go back.
about Legend. Me and Darren watched it the other week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh, we're
watched
definitely watching
it.
it.
Yeah,
It's such a. I like the darkness of it, but then the whole.
the whole thing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's.
when he loses his dog. Or am I thinking? I am Legend. I'm thinking about, aren't I? Not Legend. You silly woman. It's all right.
She's a silly woman.
I call myself something terrible during the day. I shouldn't really. And then I tell myself off for telling myself that as well. But I am. I'm allowed. It's my dual personality.
Yeah, I
Oh,
wonder.
I'm not sure. I don't think I have. That sounds like a good one.
Which one?
Seven has just been on about it. It's the movie Fallen. It's got John Goodman in, and it's
Fallen.
about a fallen angel, Azazel. He can jump from person to person if they touch each other, which makes him hard to catch. I don't think I have seen that. Or if I have, it's in the soup up there with all the other stuff that's going on. I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah. This one, I was just seeing if they have it on YouTube, but I don't think so.
No.
I mean, they have parts of it on here. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see if this is the movie. No, it's not. It's just music shit.
Don't you just hate it when they do that?
It's okay. We'll find it. I'll find a way and we'll watch it. It's like these actors, they feel like they're like aging slowly. Like Tom Cruise. Like
Yeah.
holy.
I've been trying to think of that bloke's name in Cocoon. It's Stephen Guttenberg, isn't it? The young lad that. Have you froze, Rick?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I was just checking this thing out here.
Oh.
I was checking out something, but then I just noticed something. The dark side of Hollywood. They tried to hide, and then this happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put that on my watch later. Ew. Okay, this is just weird. The world is just a weird place.
I know.
Yeah. It's just a weird place. It's just. It's when you go searching for something and then you get enhanced by something else, and it's like, that's not what I was looking for. But then they try to push the political bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. It's weird what stuff actually pops up on your screen these days.
And you can't take it back because once you've seen
No.
it, it hits you and you start thinking about it.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just not good.
No. I was saying earlier, though, Seven's doing a meditation thing for the next 30 days on the rune symbols, and he's putting the thing with it.
Sure, I wish I don't have runes. That's the only thing. I don't know how to use the runes.
I don't know how to use the runes either.
I don't. I knew someone.
I've got some, and I've even got some I made myself from the fields before they started building on it, because it's old Roman land over there. So I collected a load of stone. I'm going over there as if you know where over feckin' there is, aren't I?
I will soon know where over there is.
That would have pulled me up on that. She'd
I'll be like,
what the fuck are you on about going over there?
I go visit Maggie. I'm like, so where's that over there is? Oh no.
She would pull me up, and I go, you know, the what's in the jig or thingy-my-bob. She said, what the fuck is a watch? Because Ellen, see me and Ellen, she'd know what I was on about because we kind of had that telepathic thing going off.
Mm-hmm.
So she'd know. But with Pat, it was a blunt, what the fuck is a thingy-my-jig or a what's in my jig or whatever you just said.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's this Fallen Angel movie. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm check it out here. Oh, they have it on YouTube.
Yeah, it looks good, that does. I'm on series 3 of Supernatural. I have to go put my VPN on in America to watch
Hmm.
it because they don't air it in my country unless I do. But
Hmm.
it's got some really interesting stuff in it.
Right on. It's weird. This place is weird. Um,
It's just
I was thinking. I remember a person that used to be on the show here, Athena. Athena.
that name
She's
rings a bell.
Yeah. She used to live in the I think it was like in the Carolinas
I don't know.
here,
Yeah,
and she was really into the runes, and she did the runes, and yeah, she rings a bell to me with the runes.
yeah. Sorry, Mrs. Seven, I didn't realise. Um, I've seen it on Seven's tab community thing, whatever it is, with the information. So I just tapped on that. I do apologise.
Mm.
Um, sorry, Rick.
Yeah, no, and I'm trying to think who else was with the runes.
I can't remember. I know Mr. Seven's always done them.
There's always seven. I remember him, but there was somebody else. There was somebody else, and they were pretty good
Yeah.
at it too.
I'm not sure if it was you, Mrs. Seven, who gave me the idea to collect my own and do my own
Mhm.
way back when. And
You
I
like to
was,
make your own.
yeah, and I did.
Yeah, I don't know much about the runes. I'm learning it. Like as seven has, individual come like the gentleman. I forget his name, but they did a show, and I'm waiting for the part two to get more in depth into it and learn more. I mean, Seven's gonna do these meditations and stuff, so he'll educate us on it along
Yeah,
the way.
it's basically a quick step to learning one each day, really.
Hmm. Between
Loads
Mr.
of information
Seven,
then. Yeah,
the Sevens, which have their together channel, the Sevens,
yeah.
the Seven Serpents, the Sevens.
I like the number 7. I always have. Someone said I was weird for doing so. I can't remember it. It was on a
I
different.
always,
Yeah, I've
I
always
always
liked
see
it.
seven. I always see sevens everywhere. I gamble. Oh, when I play roulette, I play seven all the time.
Yeah,
I won on seven before. I've
yeah.
won seven. I won a good amount of money on seven. I
It's
like I
just,
like I like roulette.
yeah. I've only ever been to a casino once.
Yeah, I go in there, but I go with like when I play roulette, like my mind is just like total focus, and then try to
Yeah,
feel out the energy, and then seeing what people are putting down in certain numbers, and then I'm feeling out the numbers, and then I'm like betting on what I feel,
yeah. I
and
get
it
you.
feels good when you win.
Oh, I bet.
It feels real good because it's like yes, okay, and then when you're in a streak, that's the best because I had a 4 game streak win when I went to the Palace in Mississippi, Biloxi, Mississippi, and
Yeah.
I won 4 times in a row.
Wow.
Man, numbers. The guy next to me is like, man, you're fucking good. You like he was an older gentleman. He was like in his 80s. He's like,
I
you're
only
really.
way after.
I go, yeah, this is like one of my first time playing this. I don't play it all the time. I play it on like online and stuff, but I don't play it physically because
Yeah,
it's very intimidating,
yeah,
and once I got the hang of it and I got over the edge of like the intimidation, and then I started getting into the aggression, like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. Dun, 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 put the numbers out, and then let the ball, you know, decide, my fate.
Mm.
That play. If I lose, we all lose, and certain winners, and congratulations. But yeah, but it's good to win when they give you nice stacks that come your way.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. At one point, I had all like almost the whole table full of chips. I had to cash it in to get like 100 chip because my whole side was just too many chips.
Wow.
Yeah, I had too many chips because I was doing really good. I was doing really good.
I've,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Darren's done it a couple of times. My brother used to do it a lot at one stage, but me, yeah, I've never really been that. I love playing cards,
Hmm.
card games.
Yo, you like the cards? Yeah, the cards is okay. I like the Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, I like gin rummy.
I feel like blackjack gives me anxiety.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
it does. It's such it fucks with your anxiety and your
yeah,
fucking stress levels. I don't like that. I played it before. I don't like the feeling of my anxiety on that game. At least with roulette, it's like it lets you down slowly because it has to spin and spin and spin and then jump around and then lands on a number. And I don't
yeah,
even look at it. I just see where the dealer puts the little pylon at and see if I win. I don't even look at the screen and I don't even look at the roll. I
yeah,
just looking at the what the play is and wherever it lands, and then I'll be happy or I'll be like, damn man.
yeah.
I won with 7 and I won with 22. I played the 22 and I went with a whole bunch of numbers that I had picked out. But the ones that I always play is like I play 3, I play 7, I play 21, 22, 24, 36, um 39, like there's a certain numbers, 12, 14, um
Don't give your secrets away.
like no, I just put those numbers out, like, and
Yeah,
then I roll with it. And no, if anybody gets my numbers and wins, fuck yes,
yeah,
congratulations. You know what I mean? Go back and write it down. What the fuck Rick said?
yeah.
Let me write this number and go play roulette. Fuck this. I'm gonna play these numbers the whole fucking night.
Timestamp that bitch.
I wish you the luck, and I wish you win a lot of money.
Yeah.
Not a little bit of money. I want you to win a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it was you, Mrs. Seven. On one of your own streams, it was many moons ago, or in a back chat somewhere. And that's what inspired me to go and collect the pebbles and make my own. I've still got them in a bag somewhere.
Wait a minute. There's a beach out in Oregon, I think, that is just like glass beach, and it's like all pebbles
Yeah,
of glass,
yeah.
and
They'd
it's
be
so
yeah,
beautiful. It's
sea glass.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah,
sea
sea
glass.
glass. I've
Like
got
In Puerto Rico, you can find them sometimes, like the sea glass, and
yeah,
they're very unique. My trauma therapist gave me one, and I have one that she gave me that she went to Puerto Rico and she found it and then she gave it to me because she said it was meant for me. I was like, oh, thank you. And but I know I seen videos. I think it's somewhere in Oregon where it's just a glass, like glass beach, and it says all pebbles of glass, and it's so beautiful, like all the
yeah,
colors. I'm
yeah,
like, you can imagine just going there and just making your own runes,
yeah.
you know, like chisel it in.
You can do it any way you like.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah,
could just
I've got gold paint and painted on mine.
mm, See, I would like I would that I that's a lot of work.
It's not
Uh,
really because the symbols are really simple. They're
yeah,
really not.
it is. Oh, Paul from Newcastle. Wait a minute, Paul from Newcastle. Where's that place you were talking about the last time you were here? He's here, Paul. Yes, Paul. I'm happy that you're here. I got super excited because I was thinking about the place that you had mentioned the last time you were here, and I was trying to bring it up with Maggie that I want to go there when I go to UK. And that I told you that I'd rather see it in person than to see it in video. What was that location?
It's somewhere near Paul, I think.
Yeah, well, Paul went to it,
Yeah,
so like I want him to say it in the chat again, so that way I'll be like, "That's the place." Because if we're going to do a trip, I want to like to see the whole countryside of UK. Not where just all the crazinesses and all the hustle and bustle. I like the country.
it's a lot of traveling to get around.
Hmm. And it's so like I don't know, it's so unique.
Yeah, it's got some beautiful places. It really is. It's very spiritual where Mrs. Seven is, around where her area is.
Oh yeah, that's why I want to go to a ghost hunt when
Yeah,
I go out there, and I
they
would love
do.
Miss
Yeah,
Seven to be there, and Serpents too, and
I mean,
us four. It could be me, you, and the Sevens.
yeah,
And
um,
if Wu Tang could come, that would be even better. But if not, it'll be the Sevens and us,
mm,
and do like like go to a ghost tour, go on a ghost hunt where you participate on a paranormal activity investigation. Oh, those are fun.
yeah,
There's one out here. There, it's very and it's in Connecticut. It's very haunted. The house, like
wow,
like chairs be moving.
yeah,
Like there was this one that I'm gonna look for it and send it to you, Maggie, where the investigating team was checking out the house, and then they heard a noise from the kitchen. They go check out the kitchen, and they see like this the chandelier on the top of the pans moving, and then they see these chairs out of like order, so they put the chairs back in order, like on the table, and then they turn around and they walk, and then they turn back. The chairs are stacked up on the table,
yeah. Did
and
they
then
do a documentary on that?
yes,
They didn't
and
do it.
they put the chairs back down and put it where they went, right? And they were going to go upstairs. So as they're making their way upstairs, all of a sudden you hear the sound and they turn back and the chairs are stacked up right in front of the fucking staircase.
Yeah, I think in them kind of situations, I'd shit my pants.
Like how the hell that fast? Like literally
Oh
nobody
yeah,
has a camera on that area that's showing this, because I want to see how these things are levitating and stacking up perfectly.
they're not usually a very good spirit when they're doing shit like that.
Yeah, because it's like, what the hell? Like, that's no, it's really aggressive. There's a lot of aggressive spirits here in Connecticut. Let me tell you something. This is like ghost capital of the world. Like, you get a lot of like spirits here, and listen, a lot of movies are made out of from like experiences here from Connecticut. Like,
Yeah,
and Connecticut has a lot of like history and a lot of like natives used to live here, and a lot of them got slaughtered here.
yeah,
A lot got killed here, and there's just a lot of residual energy here for sure.
yeah.
Mm-mm. Hmm.
I can remember Helen living at a place. It was only temporary, called
Mhm.
Flodden on the borders, and there'd been a battle on the field. It was called the Battle of Flodden, I think. And there was an electric pylon in the back garden. I'm telling you, it was the worst place I've ever been in my life, energy wise. It
Mm.
had off kilter. I hated going there. but she used to visit a friend that was there. Absolutely hated it. The energy was just right off.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. It's just the energy. I have to feel it. You
Yeah,
know, it
it was just
feels
off.
awkward. I know. I know when. I remember when my cousin was looking for a place to live. Right, he took
Yeah,
me along because he knew what I did and
yeah,
like what I do with the energies. So he took me along, and he's like, "How you feel about this place?" I was like, "Man, I don't like this place. I don't like the energy of it. I feel like very creepy in here." And it
yeah,
was. It felt really, really like something was like not right. And even the guy, the owner, like he was looking at me. He's like, "Fuck," he knows. Like it was just one of those things. I told my cousin, "Nah, it's not a good place." Like he ended up finding another place, and then I went in there and I was like looking at it and listening, and it felt better. It felt like more open. It felt more light. It felt more welcoming. It was a much better place, a thousand times better. And it was a two bedroom, a big 2 bedroom. It was like the whole, like it was a 3 story, kind of duplex, townhouse
yeah,
type of thing. So he had like half of the second floor, and it was just like a straight shot from end
yeah,
to end. And then the bedroom on one end, the other bedroom on the other end, next to the end bedroom, it'll be the living area, and then the kitchen, and then of course the bathroom, and then the other room.
yeah.
And it had a pantry and everything. It was so huge. It was really big, and it was like there. I felt like it was super comfortable.
Like
It
you
was
can feel
really nice.
it, can't you? You can feel the
Yeah,
dents.
yeah. You feel it. You could smell it. You could like
Yeah,
you feel the energy. Like like it makes you feel uncomfortable being there. That's how I
yeah,
feel. It's like
yeah,
you know
yeah,
when you're comfortable, then you're like, okay,
yeah,
this this is good. This is okay energy. Like even when I moved here to my place, I knew the energy was fucking a little crazy here, but I needed to get out of my the apartment was too small for my need. And I was moved in there because it was an emergency because one of the apartments that I initially had flooded out.
yeah,
So someone in the fifth floor, the pipe ruptured and destroyed 16 apartments.
yeah,
So one of my apartments was the 16. So they moved me to the second floor temporarily, and that was just cramped up. I was just cramped up in there. And then when this one became available, I knew people had died here before. The last one that died here was just right there, and he was a pastor, and he wasn't a good guy. And I know his story, I know his bullshit, and I always feel his energy. I know,
yeah,
but I he knows I know the truth, so he doesn't
yeah.
bother me. Doesn't really bother me, but like I like this place, and next stop will be hopefully a nice,
Mm.
comfortable house.
Well, you're comfortable there, where
Yeah,
you.
oh yeah, I'm real comfortable here.
Well, that's what matters, and your cats are comfortable.
Yeah, but
Apart
I
from
want to.
the car going through your window, mind.
Yeah, eventually I want a house because
Yeah,
that way I can do my stuff outside. I can even do my show outside. I could do like a
yeah,
fire outside and do shows with the fire and do meditating shows with the fire.
yeah.
Like I could
Oh,
see myself
amazing! It is amazing.
I could see myself doing stuff like that, and and having the stream of water and listening to it and being by the water.
That's why I'm often looking there at my candles because I love looking at the flames.
Yeah, me too. I have one here.
Yeah, yeah. Same thing.
I have
Yeah,
always have candles on around me. I have like over here too. I
yeah,
have this one here that's
yeah.
lit.
I've just restocked up again.
I've got the Christmas tree here that's lit, and then I've got a whole bunch in
I
the
know
front
you've got loads.
for everybody else's visuals.
Yeah,
This is Bishmish. What is it? How you say that?
Beamish Open Air Museum.
Open Air Museum. Oh, that's the place. I want to go there.
You want you do what you want to do the length and breadth of England then.
If that's very far, right? How long would it take to get there?
You're talking, but it depends where you land in the beginning.
Well,
Whether you're going to be in Derby, down south.
I don't know. I fly into London.
Yeah, so London, that's down south.
So then, and then from London is how long?
An hour and a half. That's easy peasy. I've got cousins in London.
So what's the closest airport near you?
Near to me is East Midlands.
And do they take flights from the Netherlands?
Yeah, you can go from East. Yeah, because I flew from there.
Then I could do that because, like, I'm flying in from the Netherlands, not from the U.S.
Yeah,
from the U.S., I'm flying from the U.S. to the Netherlands.
Netherlands. Yeah, well, you'd land in. You'd land in the quickest point would be the Midlands, East Midlands. That's 20 minutes away from me.
Okay, then I could do that.
Yeah.
I could just go from the Netherlands to your area and then explore there and then fly back and then from the Netherlands and then back to the US.
Yeah.
Northeast England of England.
Oh, the northeast. Oh, that's Beamish. I'm thinking of something completely different because it's what time? Midnight here.
Oh, we'll wrap up soon.
Yeah,
We'll wrap up.
These two.
We'll wrap up in 13 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that way you can get to bed. Holy shit, I forgot the time. I came out early, but we've been on for 3 hours.
I can't believe we've nattered about that. I've enjoyed it, Rick. Really have.
That's why I like doing this because time flies when we're having great conversations. It's like literally, I'm looking at the time. I'm like, holy shit, we've been on for 3 hours and 17 minutes.
I know. I didn't realize I've been on that long myself.
And Maggie's been on here the whole time too, from the very beginning. So
yeah, it's been a good natter. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. We needed this. Just to come on. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to chill out.
Yeah.
It's Doc's birthday, so if he does anything on his side, I'll jump over there.
Yeah, I will too. If I'm, definitely.
Yeah, wish him a happy birthday, and then I might do like a movie time thing for us.
Yeah, and then it's 10 days. It'll be Mr. Sevens and Darren's and Ransom's birthday.
And Albie's is on the 12th.
12th. That's the same as me grandson's.
Yeah, a lot of birthdays in fucking December for sure.
Yeah. I've got my niece on the 21st.
And then you have the death day of Helen. And then my father's birthday is also on that day. And
that was
on that day.
Not Helen's death day. That was her mum's death day, Pat.
Oh, wow.
She died last. Helen died. It was 8 years.
Wow.
Official date is the 2nd of April, but me and Pat, like we said, when we walked in that room on the 29th of March, she was dead. There was she was out, there was nothing in that body. It was dead. It even started smelling after a couple of days on life support. It was disgusting, horrible 4 days. But no, she died. She sat up in her sleep, the age of 48, and lay back down and was dead. Major heart attack.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a mum's anniversary that's coming up.
The 27th. All right, so.
But like I said, she was 81. Helen's was awful because it was sudden. It's one of them sudden. It's like a friend on YouTube, Paranormal Hood. It's coming up to 2 years, I think it is. It
And
is,
so it's Milky Way Sunshine too.
yeah, Brian
Brian.
Net, yeah.
Hmm?
I used
And
to
that
talk,
one was sudden. Like
yeah,
he was. I knew he was. There was some issues and stuff, but
yeah,
it happened like boom.
yeah. Well, him and Scratch, who's known as Scratch on here, were the first two people I ever spoke to in live chats. And they always called me Mrs. Maggie. In fact, Scratch does to this day still calls me Mrs. Maggie because they both knew Darren. But Brian, I used to speak with through Messenger
Mm-hmm.
until the end. You know,
Yeah, Brian was that was a hard
he's
hit.
an absolute sweetheart. He really was.
Hmm. I like his country, the way his voice
He
was.
spoke, yeah,
The way he spoke, he was so country. It was just
yeah,
like
he
I was just
reminded me of a cowboy.
yeah. He reminds me of Edwin. Edwin, the way he
Yeah,
talks, his
yeah,
country, and like the way Brian spoke too, it was very like strong country voice. And I'm like, I would be admired just listening to it. It's just
oh
like,
yeah, yeah. I could listen to him all day.
mm-hmm,
And he had such a sweet nature with him, Brian did, and all.
mm-hmm.
Really sweet.
Definitely a good guy. Gone too soon.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, I had my yeah, he was really good. And
Yeah,
the let me see here. Um, let me check something out real quick. Got a lot of videos. I got to do one day is just come on here and just show some of my old videos,
yeah,
you know, and just have a like
yeah.
reminisce.
That last one you did, well, I won't say it was a good one, but because I'd forgot that you were trying to what's it yourself, but it makes you think how far you've come. Give yourself
Mm-hmm.
on the back when you did that the last time. But some of
Mm.
them are good memories. It's not all bad.
No, they're very good memories, to be
Yeah,
honest.
there's some good laughs and all.
Oh yeah, there's so much. Oh man. Oh, and also my Sky 5D
Yes.
was another one that passed away.
Yeah. I used to like looking at their photos and stuff of the sky,
Hmm.
the
That was
cloud.
his name was Mike.
Yeah, I didn't know his real name.
Yeah, his name was Mike. Like I never called him by his real name. I always called him by my Sky 5D.
Okay, yeah.
And he one that always used to love to come on here. And when he came on here, it was always entertaining. He was such a great talk. Um, he's super interesting. He's also well missed,
Yeah.
especially
Sad.
from this channel.
Yeah. Sad. This is
That's
when
the
we
sad part about it. But you know, their shows are always on their channels, and
yeah,
you can
it's
always
forever on the internet. Even if it disappears off YouTube, it's on the internet somewhere. Someone will find it.
they can watch it,
Yeah.
and like all of us are gonna meet our we're gonna meet up with our time. You know, when it's
Yeah.
time.
Everybody's time stamped. We just don't know when it is.
Nope, it's like a lottery.
Yeah.
It's like
I won't be bitter. I won't be nasty. I won't be any of them things because it all comes back at you. I know you're
I,
supposed to be God. I'm as soft as shit, like Darren said the other night. I'm just as soft as shit. And I can't be hateful. But I can be nasty. I will stand my ground. I'm not
Mhm. if I die, I want to die with my hands up, like this, with the middle fingers,
Yeah.
with my hands up. Like, what the? How you die like that? Like,
Like you said, I want to be burnt. Now,
mhm.
Darren says, no, I want you with me. I said, you can put me ashes on you or save me ashes till afterwards,
Mhm.
whichever happens. Because
Yeah,
that's, he's had the doctor come out again today. We're very fucking highly honoured to get an actual doctor to come and visit. Never mind getting an
yeah.
appointment. Yeah, she's an old doctor who we had before the shit hit the fan, if you like, the last 4
Mhm.
years. And I happened to cop, I got some results back and I happened to cop her to see her for a change, which was highly unusual because she's very hard to get hold of. And
That's good.
yeah, she sorted me out, asked me about Darren because we always went together, you know, when you had your checkups. In fact, a
Mhm.
nurse took our blood pressures, blood pressure one day, and she says, you're both identical. She said, I've never had that before. Our blood
Wow.
pressure was, our heartbeat thing was exactly the same level, both of us.
Nice.
And so she asked me about Darren, and I broke down and said, look, he won't come into hospital. He won't come and visit you lot. I said, he's got no trust in the NHS whatsoever. So we've had 2 visits, which
Mhm.
is very unusual in this country at the moment. Highly unusual. But yeah. And as you know, I don't know whether I told you, he was really ill last week.
Yeah.
And he never ate for over a week. So the stone he'd put on over the 8 months that he's been quite well, over the last 8 months, he's lost in a week. He's down to just over 6 stone again,
Mm.
you know.
Mhm. But hopefully he could start feeling a little better. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I
it's
mean,
all baby steps. When that stuff happens,
yeah,
everything's like baby steps.
yeah. He's the strongest person I've ever known in my whole life. And I think ever, you know, will.
Mhm.
As in how his mindset is to
Mhm.
how the man is. You know, his mindset is absolutely fantastic. Can't
Mhm.
fault that. But he's a
He gi-
Sagittarius.
he gives me this big fish vibe, like the movie we saw, Big Fish.
Yeah, yeah.
Like very
He's
strong and
yeah, really strong. You
hmm,
know, but we
yeah.
complement each other if you like. Because I'm as balmy as he is. My brother said we should have had a webcam up, live
Mhm.
stream 24/7. He said you'd make millions, you bet.
Oh boy, right?
Yeah, we got a little bit of a taste when we had that private talk the other night. When it was me, you, Doc, and was it Paula? Yeah, Paula. When we did
Yeah.
movie night, and then we were talking afterwards till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Can't believe I stayed up that late.
I can't believe you did. I
No.
was I was tired. I was like, I was
Yeah.
tired. I was like, I was done.
Oh, yeah. Well, even my grandson got up to get a drink. It was like middle of the night for him, and he was looking, what's Nan doing up? And Darren goes, yeah, there's a woman who won't be up before 11 tomorrow. I
Yeah,
was at 9.
knock out.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's just. I guess we could wrap it up.
Yep.
That
And
way,
thank you again. Thank you.
no, you're welcome. We
Yeah.
gotta do this more often.
Appreciate.
Maybe next time we'll get into the cards.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
you know,
you just have to remind me now and again now.
we'll do that next time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll just
not
read. People
this is
want to
more like
read
a
it.
hangout.
Yeah, just let us know. And I'm more than willing to pull cards for you, so I don't mind at all. I enjoy it, in fact. I do.
Yeah,
But thank you, Rick. And
no,
thank
you're
you
welcome.
for the chat.
You know,
And
for
that's
some reason, it feels like Saturday because it is in your side.
I'm in the future.
In the future, I'm like, it's starting to feel like Saturday. I'm like, yeah, she's in
Yeah.
Saturday. I'm still stuck on Friday.
Yeah. Saturday morning. Yeah.
Okay. All
Much
right.
love to
Yeah,
everyone.
thank you.
Take care, Rick.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, everyone. Now I've got to press buttons. See you soon.
So as she's pressing her buttons, I'm gonna push mines too and say I want everyone to continue having a great day, a good morning, and a good night. And tomorrow I probably won't be on, so 7 is all yours. Saturday is 7. Saturdays and Tuesdays, those are 7s, and be looking out for you guys. And we'll see what we do for Doc's birthday on his channel. If he does anything, I'm not sure. We'll see. Until then, I'll be back possibly on Sunday. And yeah, catch y'all on the flip side. Good night.